Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Salute the LTTV in the building, man.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Salute the LTTV in the building, man.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
LT cooking your ass.
Anton, does your wife know you're gay?
Only when I'm rocking with you, baby girl.
So she knows you're gay.
Hashtag buttercup, baby.
If y'all want to keep up with the news and just shit be going on, subscribe to LTTV. That nigga know everything about everything. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it worth your reputation being tarnished online? You having to contact platforms such as myself to clear your name? Is you hanging with another man? We've never seen your husband. This is the first time we're hearing about it. Is this worth your reputation? You say you know, I'm saying is it worth your reputation to have to get out here and defend that you're not sleeping with him?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And again, like I said, everything that I've done with Anton has been.
Oh my God!
Micca, what do you go by online?
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, now, chat, we have a lot here, chat. This is just the beginning. Now, we have the Tasha K interview. But we have a lot more. It is so bad. Anton, Daniels, and Micca, y'all fucked up so badly. Left a horrible trail of evidence. It's over. This is stamped. The tall tales and fabrications. The word salad that is provided in both of these interviews. We have the real answers to everything. They sit here and lie through their teeth. This is despicable. This is terrible. Watch how this gets broken down, chat. This is going to be epic, chat. Hold up. Before we get to that, this is a two-part show. It's that bad.
So,
why are you the only one?
Because I'm the only one that wants to do content outside of Anton.
Are you the only beautiful one on his team?
There's other women
Do
on
you
the
think
team.
you look better than his wife?
No.
Or do you think
Well,
it was
I'm learning.
embarrassing to your husband?
To do what?
I'll be getting emails and DMs and shit, and niggas be like, oh man, you gotta see this, what they said about you. Oh man. Dog, do you know that I'm laid up in some pussy right now?
because
Will you all remain friends? You're not working together. Will you remain in contact, rather?
will we remain cordial?
Will you remain in contact with each other?
No. Well, no. Well, the relationship that we have now is primarily business.
So you stayed in a hotel. Mm-hmm. Does Anton have you on an NDA? A non-disclosure agreement for people who don't know.
Yeah, they always say that because they.
But you know that other people
I
are.
have seen him, put people on NDA. What Anton did on the side that helped me with my journey, I can't trust that you'll advocate for me being I was under your covering at the time. Anything.
And he's
I
never
have to
met
know.
your husband.
Well,
I don't want to leave that out. I know you lined up everything else, but we need to always keep that a part of your lineup.
Well,
doing business with anybody, they need, particularly male, they need to meet your husband.
Make sure y'all subscribe, chat. Forgot to mute myself. I'm just breathing in the back.
Pistons' biggest lead. Highest is second.
Now, this was a Celtics-Pistons game.
I've seen him do it.
Who is this? This is not even Micca. This nigga got caught cheating.
Again.
Not even with the same woman. Now how else he gonna explain this? Another business meeting, Micca? He's just taking all these women to his business meetings courtside at Pistons games? Huh? The gaslighting she tried to do in her interview, I don't know if y'all seen the interviews yet, but we're reacting to a whole bunch here. This is filthy work, Anton. What are you doing? All this hiding out in the open, disrespecting your wife as a good Christian man? It's not registering, sir. Who is this?
Pistons' biggest lead. Highest is second. Pistons' biggest lead.
On a business
That's bad, Anton. It's terrible.
trip, correct?
no. So from there.
Now, this is the intro that she dropped, a little preview. We don't even need this anymore, actually. We have the full interview thanks to, what was his name? Grandmaster Troll. Now, when I got the interview from Grandmaster Troll, he had the interview, he reacted to it, but I had to do some fuckery. I had to edit dude out of the film completely just to get the reaction, because niggas ain't paying that $14 for the membership. I don't know what Tasha K's thinking out here. We ain't paying that.
Your husband could take a
No. Hold up, chat. That was vile. I should have probably deleted that. I should have probably never said that. But let's get into this before we get into the Tasha K receipts. Let's get into this. Fuck, I said receipts again.
Brother, I'm over here trying to get some head. And y'all niggas is over here worried about what another nigga said.
Sir, you're married. What are you talking about? You're out here trying to get some head from what? From who? What are you talking about, sir? You are married. What is this? Just brazenly on your podcast, just chest out, just not giving a fuck, huh? Thirsty ass nigga.
Trying to make it stretch.
Stick together, bro.
Stick together.
I believe that if people got more pussy, I'm gonna just start being straight up candid and tell you what's happening.
You're gonna be straight up candid and tell us what's happening? If niggas got more pussy?
Oh my God!
What are you saying, sir?
I believe if people got more pussy, they wouldn't be so mad at the hoes, bro.
I've seen him do it.
Christian man. This is how you're talking, bruh? Married Christian man.
Sent these so you ready for your next podcast from Kimmy. What's up, Kim? What you done sent me? What's going on here? Getting to the studio and I got gifts on gifts on gifts.
Dude, this guy's the
So I know a
worst.
lot of these niggas is backed up. Because you can't be that mad all the time. You can't be that mad all the time.
Bro, struggling. Come on, man.
Only Kim would do something like this.
Only a nigga like
Only
Anton.
Kim would do something like this. Only.
Bro, who the fuck is Kim? Who the fuck is Kim? The last time I know, what the hell am I trying to say?
Oh!
Last time I heard, your wife's name was Rita. Wow, that was a struggle. What the fuck type of kush am I smoking today?
Stay off the weed.
The last time I heard your wife's name was Rita. Who is this Kimberly woman sending you gifts? You're calling her babe on your show? What the hell is this? And why are you in need of boxing gloves, sir? Why are you in need of boxing gloves? Why did she have to gift you boxing gloves? Don't you have an assorted pair of boxing gloves? UFC gloves and everything? You don't have that, sir? Why are you so laughing? Why are you so jokingly unprepared? What are you doing out here?
Only you, Kim. Only Kim would do something like this.
Who?
Only you, Kim. I'm telling you, the women take care of me.
Oh, sir.
I'm on a live stream. I just got your gift.
Oh, good.
You so
Are
crazy.
you ready for your next podcast?
Oh my God, you so crazy. Only you would do something like this too.
You know, you gotta have you ready to go out in the wild.
Facts. I'm on a live stream just to let you know.
I'm not gonna say anything crazy.
I just like to warn people that I'm on a live stream.
Well, I'm definitely one of those people you gotta tell them. You gotta let me know when you're on speakerphone.
What you doing right now?
Sitting in Phoenix, going to Seattle.
So when you coming to Detroit? That's the question.
I don't know. When should I come?
So you gonna come when I tell you to come?
Yeah. You call it, I'll show up.
Maybe it shouldn't be Detroit. Maybe we need to link up in a different city.
Yeah.
Cause it's cold here.
Link up in a different city. So what are y'all doing? Y'all are flying out together, catching trips. Who is this lady and what reason are you meeting up with her? I'm sure it's business like Micca says, right? We're about to see Micca in an interview lie through her teeth. What is this about, sir?
It's cold everywhere.
Yeah, but it's colder here.
I'm thinking
Looking
at this
outside
point,
right
it's
now.
gonna have to be out of the country or Southern California. I'm leaning more towards out of the country.
All right, bet. I'm gonna figure it out with my boxing gloves on, and then I'm gonna let you know where we going.
Okay.
All right, baby.
All right.
I'm sorry, what was that? All right, who?
More towards out of the country.
All right, bet. I'm gonna figure it out with my boxing gloves on, and then I'm gonna let you know where we going.
Okay.
All right, baby.
I've seen him do it.
All right, sir. Are you just blatantly disrespecting your wife out here, or do you guys have some sort of arrangement that you're not telling us about? Mr. Christian man, Christian before you're black. You went on Fresh and Fit and said you were the closest thing to Jesus Christ. You went on your platform and said you have to be a good representation of the words that you're saying. You can't just be speaking these words. You got to actually represent them by being a good, wholesome, faithful man to your wife. What is this, sir? The fuck is this?
Bye. The ladies will take care of you. The ladies take care of you. It's the guys that you have to worry about. Who sent this?
Donations. Gifts.
This nigga said donations 6 times before he said gifts. I thought it was 3. I'm waiting through this drop like, yo, when the fuck is this gonna end?
Who sent this? Who sent this? Got cheese, fruit, peanuts. Who sent this?
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Who's looking out for Tom Dog?
I'm a Christian first, a loving husband and father, and I choose my family and happiness over money. Stay level-headed. I'm what black excellence looks like. If I work with you and allow you in my life, the box has to be an option, even if I don't ever ask for it.
These are his words.
I'm really just a trust fund inheritor who invested in a lot of failed businesses and found fame on YouTube.
I keep a fleet of baddies with me in every city I go.
I fly all of my baddies out and put them in the best hotels and spoil them with petties and manicures. Micca, say hi to my wife.
Hi, I'm here with your husband. We're just out here bag chasing and he's showing me the time of my life.
Man, y'all just don't know. I would have whooped Corey's ass if he would have jumped out there. Hey, leave my family out of this.
Now, the person that made this comp, I should have got their name because I just reacted to their material. Shout out to them for not making his wife and daughter monkeys in this video, this animation. Shout out to you. Yeah.
I'm a Christian first, a loving husband and father, and I choose my...
Get into Anton Daniels. Here's my thinking. With your vast erudition or knowledge...
Now, understand something. She did the Tasha K interview prior to doing the interview with this dude. Tasha K holds the interview. She puts it on her website for her members. You got to pay to get access to her interview first, and then she throws it on YouTube. A bunch of YouTubers already reacted to it, so now it's kind of safe. It's out there. They've reacted to it. Was it No Captivity with Freezy reacted to it? The person that I took the reaction from reacted to it. What's his name again? I keep forgetting the motherfucker's name. Nonetheless, she did that interview first. She realized she fucked up so badly in that interview, and she gave Tasha K the exclusive because she called Tasha K. Tasha K didn't call her looking for this story. Tasha K says that in the interview. So she called Tasha K. She's trying to do some damage control because she knows that her image looks bad. And why does her image look bad? It's based on the way she's moving as an alleged married woman. So you're married and you're moving like a single woman, like somebody that doesn't respect her husband, like somebody that has a husband that is a simp or something. Like, you're making your relationship look awful the way you are moving. So she looked horrible in that interview. She realized it was going to be behind a paywall for a few days. She rushed and linked up with this motherfucker. I forgot this guy's name. I don't mean to call him names and shit, but she linked up with this guy. This guy is her friend. He's in the news business. She gave him the interview. So she tried to word salad and try to manipulate this interview to try to save her image because she knew she went out sad in the Tasha K interview. We're going to play the Tasha K interview and this interview, and we're going to compare and contrast the things that she said because they don't line up. They do not line up. She's lying through her teeth. It's that bad. Now, let's get to the super chat because we're making money out here.
I'm getting rich.
Sir Chai 87 says, or shout out to you with the $2 super chat. Chat made a good point. Where is Rita gonna go?
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Bro, do you think we give a fuck about their relationship and what happens to their relationship, sir? This is the media. This is what you put out there. You go out there as a grifter, as a fraud, as this conservative Christian first, selling out your community. Black what? Christian first? You said these things about being faithful to your wife and being a representation of your talking points, and then you're out here booty clapping it up with all these side chicks? It's not about what Rita does. They may have, what do you call it? An open relationship that nobody knows about, but that's not what you purport online. That's not what you represent online. What we're seeing is completely contradictory to your talking points. So that's the point. This is not a good point at all. And sorry, Sir Chai, but your chat hasn't even got a like yet. Pretty sure nobody agrees with that, bruh.
In politics, was that the connection or...
No disrespect, but it's like, come on, man. That's not a good point. That's a deflective point.
Bond, because as I understand, he's a conservative, and much of his rhetoric, if you will, It's political.
Correct.
Oh, why am I still playing this shit? My bad, chat. My bad. Wrong one. Wrong one. Let's get to the real one.
Micca, what do you go by online? They just know you as Micca?
I either go by Micca or Pop Culture Micca.
Okay, or Pop Culture Micca. I ain't want to put your government name out there. And
Yeah, she goes by Micca or Pop Culture Micca. But what you would notice right here, if I can pull up this browser right here. So, as you can see on the screen right here, room 9, March 23rd, 2024. That is an episode with Micca in the back and Anton, and it's called My Micca. Married man, married woman, why is it your Micca?
No.
Micca created her channel on YouTube January 22nd, 2024. Red Cup Talks. So you created your channel at that point, and you were already discovered by Anton by March 23rd. So you clearly were not discovered for any talent on YouTube. Within 2 months, rookie, making the mistakes that you're making right now, clearly he was not discovering you for some talent. He was discovering you for some clear and obvious. Hiding out in the open. This is just despicable work.
You know, looking you up on the internet and your social security number they use. Next thing you know, you got a house and they taking your tax return. Well,
I'm gonna let this play out in a second, chat. We gotta listen to this. There's a lot of details here. Nobody came here to just exclusively listen to me. Y'all wanna see this shit. But chat, what the hell is this? What is Jay the Informant dropping in the chat? But we gotta get back to the reaction. But what is this? Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. There's no fucking way. Ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way. Anton Daniels' wife and it's Micca? Bro, get your super chat off the screen, bro. Shout out to you for the money, but holy shit. I ruined the moment for the clips, but damn, look at this. What is this, bro? Why is there? Nah, bro. Nah, what the hell is that? That is bad, bro. That is so bad.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to SirChai87 with the $5 super chat. God damn it, hold up, chat. You said no offense taken, LT. I was just thinking all these years of Anton tricking it off on Q, Courtney, Amira, and Micca. Rita probably doesn't have options. Okay, so you added some names in there, bro. Okay, so we know about Q, but Courtney? Nah, man, we're not adding Courtney to that list. Nah, we ain't doing that. Amira, we don't know, but Micca, we're certain about that. And who was that woman he was at the Pistons game against the Celtics? Who was that? All right, let's get back to it.
Listen, welcome. I know unconventional interview. Your team reached out because apparently you are being slandered all over the internet concerning you and Anton Daniels, a fellow content creator on the YouTube streets that has a massive platform. Apparently he's married and has been married for a very long time, has children and everything, and you two have a working relationship, but the content creators are saying that you guys have a relationship. They're saying that you are the mistress, aka side piece, side chick.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're here for. Now I'm due to talk to Anton, I believe Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm talking to Anton Wednesday, Jason? Yes. So me and Anton are going to be doing a full sit down. We will be discussing you, but I think it's only right that we, hear from your mouth. And so real quick, I just want to, if you don't mind, just giving some short background on who you are and what it is that you do.
Cool. Well, my name is Micca. I go by Pop Culture Micca, and I am a commentator.
Hold up, chat. Let's get these likes up. These likes are filthy right now. This is filthy work, chat. Can we hit the like button? Likes are free. Get these likes up, chat.
I am a conservative commentator as well. I have been featured on Fox. I've been featured on BBC. And I am also in the YouTube content creation space as well.
Okay, cool. Are you a journalist? I think I saw somewhere that you were a journalist.
Yes.
So you actually went to journalism school and
No, I did not, but I have been doing this for a very.
Okay, so if you hear somebody laughing in the back before it gets clipped and goes back to the footage, it's because I took the footage from a reactor on YouTube. GMT, it's fuck, I can't remember what it stands for, but shout out to him. Shout out to Anti-Gravity 74 with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Anti-Gravity 74 says Anton Daniels reminds me of Boyce Watkins, a simp. Jeez.
Long time. So I've been in the entertainment industry pretty much my entire life. And I kind of got into journalism by way of doing politics. So I do commentating with BBC News and, like I said, with Fox 5.
Okay, cool. All right, no problem. So real quick, let's start from the beginning. How did you and Anton meet?
So me and Anton met online. Anton reached out to me, sent me an email, told me that he would like to interview me. So that's how we met. We talked about what we.
Now he would like to interview her based off of 2 months of YouTube. 2 months of YouTube. We seen the stats. We seen the dates.
Interview about, and that was that.
Okay. What made him reach out to do an interview though? Were you trending at the time or something?
So from what Anton told me, a lot of his, I guess supporters or a lot of the people that watch him like my content, and they kept, emailing him because from what
So the supporters, his watchers, his viewers, he has 1 million subscribers. They reached out to him in abundance to the point where he felt the need to reach out to you. You started your channel 2 months prior. Your first video on your channel. Let me pull this up. The first video on her channel. This is why it's so pathetic. Like, who you lying to, ma'am? Let's go to oldest video on her channel. What do we see here, chat? The first video. Anton Daniels. So, chat reached out to you based on what? Or he reached based on what? This is the first motherfucking video. The first video. What are we talking about?
I know of Anton. They will email him if they see somebody online that they think is, interesting or they want, Anton to talk to.
Okay, so he basically said the viewers had reached out to you. How many followers did you guys have at the time?
So at the time that Anton reached out, I probably had about maybe 20K on Instagram. And I had just, I've only been doing YouTube a year, a little over a year, maybe 15, 18 months. And at the time.
A year? Maybe your other channel, but your commentary channel, the channel that he should reach out to you based on what your commentary and your content would be, it would be the Red Cup Talks, not the other channel where it's booty clapping sounds. So it's like, well, I don't know if it's booty clapping sounds, but it's not the commentary. So what are we doing out here?
I had just started YouTube. So
oh shit, my bad. Gotta read the super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Brenda Beld with the $5 super chat. She asked, are you Caribbean? As far as Anton, it has to be the money because, okay, so if y'all are new here, I'm in Canada. I'm from Toronto. I'm born and raised in Canada and Toronto, but slide right over. We rep this proudly. Jamaica, Guyana. I don't even have a Canadian flag. We slipping out here. But nonetheless, Jamaican, Guyanese, Caribbean.
Oh.
We ain't hiding, bros. The thing is, folks like to hide where they are now because everybody's getting called a tether. And I'm like, nigga, it is what it is. I'm out in Toronto. I ain't hiding nothing.
His followers probably know me from just, doing different commentatings and being on different people's podcasts at the time.
Okay. And how many years ago was this?
I've known Anton almost 2 years now.
Okay. And so, all right. So what would lead them to believe, because I know he had that big blowout with Corey Holcomb. I don't know if Corey mentioned your name or anything like that, but when it comes up, like you are coming up as Anton side chick. Now, I do want to put this out here. You are very attractive. You're very articulate. And I wouldn't want you around my husband. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. No, please don't be disrespectful. I'm just saying.
I understand.
However, you heard Cam Newton. Cam Newton say he can't be around no beautiful women and it just be strictly friends. Okay? And a lot of men do think like that.
And what Anton said on his own platform, we're gonna have to pull up those videos after, is he said he can't have, if there's women around him, then they already know the box has to be optional. He has to have access to their box or whatever. Like, he said that on his platform. I'm like, who the fuck says that, first of all? But that's what he does. He's every city he flies in, he's with a bad bitch, his words, and the box has to be available. That's his words.
So I just kind of want to understand, like, the nature of the relationship. Did you guys just start working together all the time and doing content together?
So once Anton reached out to me and I did the interview, he, found that, I was interested in different things as far as pop culture and politics, and that I knew a lot when it came to those two areas. So we decided to go ahead and work together. Anton had something that he was revamping at the time, which was his old channel that he had called Fight Club, and he wanted to turn it into something called After Hours. So that's where I started, which is called After Hours.
Okay, guys. Did you guys meet up to do any of these shows, or you just kind of worked virtually?
Most of it is virtual. I've probably been to Detroit about maybe 3 times, but most of it is virtual.
Now, why did you need to go to Detroit 3 times? Most of it's virtual. Does he fly in Quentin and his male guests 3 times, put them up in a hotel, stay in the same hotel room as them, get caught in a stream? We have that footage too. Y'all got caught. He was speaking to you on stream and then you popped up in his hotel room. Y'all were in the same hotel room. And is there a reason why you hid your husband for so long? Husband is nowhere to be found on social media. Never brought him up at all. Bro's getting cucked, disrespected. Like, what the hell's going on? She's hiding her child as well. She denies it. She says, oh, I'm not speaking about it. You have a daughter. Your husband on his profile has the daughter just out there. She lies about her. Well, she denies to say her. Let me get into it. I'm going to break it down as it happens because this is just filthy.
Okay. If not all of it, probably about 98% of it.
Okay. Now, did you meet the wife?
Yes, I met her the first day I came out.
Now, she says that as if it means something. What Anton does is the good old hiding out in the open. And it's very disrespectful because you're in this business. He's using this business and the way you have to maneuver in this business, and you have to speak to individuals and conduct business with people that are of the opposite gender. He's using that to his advantage to just be like, yeah, this is, he said it on Fresh and Fit. He said he's not cheating, but this is what he has to do. Everybody in the business knows it. Yeah, we know it, but there's protocols, there's guidelines, and there's a way of conducting yourself so you can do it professionally. Not out here flying folks in and booty clapping it up, hiding out in the open.
Okay. And she didn't mind y'all working together?
No. And, to contrary of, belief or popular belief, she's there 99.99% of the time. She's not a content creator. So
now she just throws out she throws out percentages randomly. She said on the other guy's show she's there 95% of the time. Now on Tasha K's show, she's there 99.9% of the time, but she wasn't there in the hotel room. She wasn't there when you flew out to LA with Anton to Corey Holcomb's show. And you were never on the actual show, so why were you even there?
So she stays off camera.
Okay. Okay, so at the time on YouTube, you said you had about 20,000 followers.
On Instagram. On YouTube, I had just...
Why is Instagram relevant? He's a YouTube content creator. He brought you over to YouTube to do Room 9. To do Room 9. All these videos. She's on every one of these videos except season 2 episode, was it 47? He deleted an episode. He deleted an episode where it got filthy with their flirting, but other YouTubers obviously captured it because you know how it goes. Once it's out there, it's out there. So he deleted a video. Why would Instagram be relevant? Oh, your Instagram following. So why was he looking at you for Instagram when you just started your YouTube channel 2 months prior to having Anton on your channel, and Anton's your first video? It's not adding up, ma'am.
Started when I had met Anton. So I probably had a little over 1,200 subs at the time. I was building my platform, but I was already, doing YouTube. And when Anton reached out to me, I already had motion on Instagram because of the entertainment that I was doing already and the news commentary that I was doing already.
Okay. Hold on for a second. Now, Anton's wife is really gorgeous. She's very gorgeous. She's nice. I've spoken to her. However, when I look at you, you get a lot of DMs on Instagram.
I get quite a few, but I don't pay attention to them.
Answer the question, ma'am.
You get a lot of DMs on Instagram.
I get quite a few, but I don't pay attention to them because at the end of the day, that's not why I'm on Instagram. So I see them, but
you see them. What do they say when they're DMing you? What kind of things do they?
Honestly, I don't really get into it because I can, you can see what they start off with, and anytime I've ever seen something, it's not nothing that's ever business. And that's really what my Instagram is for. I get people see me, but at the end of the day, it's for business. So they get left on red.
Okay, cool. And so you really didn't have a following on YouTube. So basically, he leveraged his platform and gave you a following.
He definitely leveraged his platform. And he also was able to teach me how to use YouTube effectively because, I tell a lot of people, Anton has pretty much mastered YouTube. So I did go out there. I pretty much studied.
Mastered YouTube? You have a lot to learn.
Anton. I watched what he did. I watched how he, how he talked to people on YouTube, how he talked to his following, his subs. And, I learned a lot.
Let me ask you a question. If you were ugly, have you ever thought about being ugly? Because you're not ugly. If you were ugly, do you think Anton would have leveraged this platform with you?
I really can't get into what I think.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Anti-Gravity 74 with the $5 super chat. You said LOL. You think Anton smashed? Honestly, I doubt it. Unless he was straight tricking on her. You think Anton is not tricking on these women? Putting them up in the hotels, paying. She said on the interview she's getting paid like $3,000 a month. And look at the views. Look at the impact. It's not really worth that from Anton. He's flying her places, putting them up in the hotels. You don't think that Anton's out here?
I'll just pay for the pussy, okay. I pay for the pussy, okay. I pay for the pussy, okay.
Man, I don't put anything past these hoes, man. Nothing. She's a married woman acting like a streetwalker. And you put something past her? Nah, man.
Anton would have done, honestly, but...
Ugly, do you think Anton would have leveraged this platform with you?
I really can't get into what I think Anton would have done, honestly, but... I'm not unaware that, I'm attractive or that people find me attractive. But what I know to be true is that I'm a very serious person when it comes to work. And so I'm a very hard worker. I give, a lot of attention to detail. And if I work with somebody, they're going to see my value. And I really do think Anton really saw the value in what I did.
Okay, so were you doing this on Instagram at first before you did on YouTube, or like you were just making videos?
YouTube is because YouTube is actually different.
You see that? The reason why she asked that question, because how would he see you? How would he see your talent if you weren't doing this on Instagram prior to YouTube, but your YouTube was created around the same time you started doing business with Anton Daniels, and your first video is Anton Daniels? It's not making sense, ma'am.
Than what I was doing. So what I was doing was on TV. So here locally, I was on Fox 5. So I did the entertainment segment. I would talk with TMZ and we would talk about whatever the popular thing was. I also did a podcast out here in DC where we would talk to different celebrities, sports figures. I've had.
Do you see how she's trying to clout chase? She's trying to affiliate herself with all these broadcasting networks like Fox 5. I think she said another news network. She said she was a journalist, but she has no journalism degree or no qualification, no qualifications in the realm. Yeah, she did a music video in the past. She was like a failed singer. Nothing wrong with that. I used to rap in the past. It is what it is. But she's just a known clout chaser. She's jumping from thing to thing. She's trying, we used to interview celebrities and blah, blah, blah. We'll get into it. It's just very bad.
NFL coaches and all types of people, Wall Street people, just everybody that's pretty much trending, we've had on that podcast. So I was already used to doing that. I just had never done it on YouTube. So once I started my podcast, that's when I started to do that.
I guess what I'm trying to figure out, because I notice a lot of smaller content creators, but they have to already be doing content in the same manner than which I'm doing it. Because I've helped a lot of content creators. I've scaled their platforms massively. I'm talking about, I'm taking content creators from 5,000 to 300,000, 200,000. Like I really do that. But but for you, I was just trying to figure out, like, because my platform is huge. And I was just trying to figure out, like, where did he actually see your talent? Because if you didn't have a YouTube presence, you were only on Instagram.
I was on television.
Okay, you're on television, but you're on television in DC, correct?
But I would put those on my social medias. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So a man in Detroit on YouTube happened to catch your TV segments on your Instagram, and his viewers said that he should talk to you. And so he reached out to you via email.
See, this sounds smart to her when she's gaslighting her husband, but when you're trying to bring this shit to air to people that don't give a fuck about you, that aren't fully in love with you, that aren't stupid, we're not simps, we're not none of that. We're just analyzing it objectively. It sounds idiotic, ma'am. It sounds idiotic. You can get that off on your husband while you're gaslighting him, but it doesn't mean come to air with the same shit. We're not going for it.
Correct. His subscribers or his viewers sent him my content.
Well, what content were you making that was in line with what Anton is doing? Because Anton does
I'm in politics. So Anton has 3 different channels. Anton does, Anton does
And she always tries to educate folks, especially when we get to the manager part. Oh, this is what a manager does. It's like, ma'am, who are you talking to? You're trying to manipulate the conversation in a way where you're speaking to people that have no experience in the realm. You're speaking to people that do this shit. Like, you're not fooling folks.
The Millionaire Morning Show, and that is usually in politics and popular culture, and that's pretty much what I do. What I was doing on Fox was pretty much popular culture and politics, and what I do on my own channel is exactly that.
Okay. So I'm looking at your profile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the need for you to fly out to Detroit to do Anton's show when he has everybody on a panel consistently? Nobody needs to meet him up in person. You're doing Tasha K's show, virtual. What would have been the need? Especially you went to Detroit 3 times and you flew out with him to LA and you weren't even on the show, so the business never happened. Well, I guess the other business happened.
Oh my God! I pay for the pussy, okay?
Let's roll reverse for a second, because I want you to put yourself in the shoes of the viewers.
Okay.
If you saw somebody that looked like you with your husband, let me be real with it. If you saw someone that looked like you and the content creator was married, would you assume that the reason he reached out is because you were talented, or is it because you were drop dead gorgeous?
No, in my line of work, there are tons of beautiful women that actually are talented and are actual go-getters. They do all.
In my line of business, ma'am, you're speaking to Tasha K. You're speaking to a YouTuber that's way bigger than you. You're speaking to other YouTubers. You're not speaking to your husband. That gaslighting tactic.
Types of work within entertainment and politics and being on television. So it's not oblivious that somebody, you know, is, you can see that they're attractive.
Not what?
But at the end of the day,
oh, it's not oblivious. She just worded that terribly.
you gotta say television. So it's not oblivious that somebody, you know, is, you can see that they're attractive, but at the end of the day, you gotta say when you've been in.
She should have probably said you're not oblivious to their attractiveness, because that would have made more sense. I don't know what the fuck word salad she was going with.
In this business a long time, when you look at different people's reels and when you look at, you know, what they've done, I can see somebody's value outside of their beauty.
Okay, so have you ever been married before?
Yes, I'm married now.
You're married now?
Yes.
You have a husband?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
I've been married pretty much all my life.
Nigga, please.
Learn the rules.
How long have you been married, ma'am? This is YouTube. If you're gonna dish it, you're gonna share it, you gotta share it. With married all your life. How old are you?
You're married now?
Yes.
You have a husband?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
I've been married pretty much all my life.
Your husband,
all my adult life, yes.
Okay.
Hey, all your life too. That was an error. Yeah, all your adult life. Yeah, please.
So your husband approves of your work relationship? I just followed you, by the way, on Instagram. Your husband approves of your work relationship with Anton?
Yes, my husband knows of every work relationship.
Now, your husband approves of your work relationship with Anton. Your husband has no choice about your work relationship with Anton. How about you be honest? Because in the other interview, when he asked you, did your husband know about you being courtside to the game with Anton? She said, yeah, she posted the picture. He said, no, before you did it, did he know you were going to be courtside with Anton? She says, I don't remember. I don't know if I told him before or after, but I told him. Told him doesn't sound like he's aware of it. He's giving you his okay and blessing. You're telling him after the fact. Like, she thinks niggas is stupid. This gaslighting is pathetic. I don't know what, man, please, man.
That I have, period. Whether male or female.
Is your husband on your IG?
No.
Why is your husband not on your IG? Look at the disgusting, pathetic excuse she has for not having her husband on her IG. Why are you hiding your husband, ma'am? Oh, it's my business. I only put my business stuff on my IG. Then she has multiple IGs. One could have been your business. One could have been your personal. Learn from me. At Lyrical Thread LT. Well, although I keep my business at Lyrical Thread LT is my personal IG. Make sure y'all go subscribe. Go follow me on IG. I don't got enough followers because I don't be posting. Well, why am I saying that? That's bad promo. What am I doing? I be posting stories and shit, chat. All right, I'm lying. I barely post, but I'm gonna be posting. Follow me on IG at Lyrical Thread LT. I also got my other one, LTTV. That's the business IG. You gotta have two separate ones. One for your posts, one that you have your people them on, and then, you know what I mean?
Again, my IG is strictly for business. I don't put my personal life on my IG. My husband knows of every work relationship that I have, period. Whether male or female.
Is your husband on your IG?
No. My IG is strictly for business. I don't put my personal life on my IG.
So you actually have a husband posting pictures like this. I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, because the pictures you post are they're gorgeous, but they're kind of a little bit scary a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. When I look at your profile, it's given more IG model than commentator.
Exactly. So you're giving more IG model than commentator, but your husband is nowhere to be found on your IG, and then you have another IG strictly for your podcast? What are we doing out here?
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Bebe with the $2 super chat. You say laugh my ass off, busted. Lies you tell. LOL. That's what I'm saying, man. She can't fool nobody, man. Whoops.
Okay, so I have two profiles. One is just Pop Culture Micca, and
oh, you have two profiles. I thought it was strictly business. That's why you don't have your husband. But you have two profiles. One is Pop Culture man.
It's given more IG model than commentator. It's just my opinion.
I have two profiles. One is just Pop Culture Micca, and the other one
This
is
is the one that I'm on. I'm on Pop Culture Micca.
And then the other one is Red Cup. So the Red Cup profile is just all my commentary, whether it's
the Red Cup profile is all her commentary. The Red Cup profile. Her channel is Red Cup Talks with Micca. She's getting free promotion. You have two profiles. Why is your husband absent on the other one? Why is
politics or something that I'm talking about with popular culture.
Okay. So why not? So is this the first time that you've ever talked about your husband? Or do people know that you're married?
To the public? Public? Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you've never revealed that you've had a husband. This is the first time?
I never talk about it.
I guess what I'm trying to ask you is this going to be something that's probably going to shake the internet, is the fact that you're married and no one knew about it?
No, some people do know, and some people don't know. I just don't dive into it.
Okay.
So some people
so when
do know.
you go to visit Anton, is your husband with you?
No.
Has he met Anton?
He has not met him in person.
Why am I saying she's lying? Because she said he has not met him in person. She's being careful with her words. He hasn't met her. Her husband hasn't met Anton at all. Not via text message, not via phone call, FaceTime, not in person, not at all. Nothing. And when the other person asked her, she said absolutely not. So
okay. And they're cool. Like they smoke cigars together. It's chill.
They haven't met in person.
So how do you know he approves of Anton?
See, Tasha K didn't catch that. The other interviewer did. But she's trying to be a weasel. She's trying to, as though they met virtually. They never met at all.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. How long have you been married? How many years you say?
In my entire adult life.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Your entire adult life. Now, next question, very important, because your entire adult life would indicate that you've been married since 18? If you consider that your adult life, I would consider like 21 at least. But it is what it is.
I don't put that out.
Okay. Are you guys together or are you separated?
Now, she says she does not put out her age. Now, there's a little bit of clunkiness here because there's edits from how I got the video.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't put that out.
Okay. Are you?
She don't put that out. So she doesn't put out how long she's been married. She doesn't put out how old she is, but she's 39. Whoa! She tried to hide that, but it's the internet. Folks get access to everything. Folks kind of spill the beans. They tell the truth on you. You can't hide it. It is what it is.
Guys together or are you separated?
No, I'm together.
I'm together? You mean we're together? I'm together? I'm together with what and who?
I don't put that out.
Okay. Are you guys together or are you separated?
No, I'm together.
And you live in the same house?
Live in the same house.
You have kids?
I don't put that out as well.
Stop hiding your child, ma'am. Stop hiding your child. Are you trying to advertise yourself to the next buyer out here? Is that what you're doing? She said your Instagram looks like an IG model. No husband in sight. You're not telling your age at all. You're trying to look younger than you are, She's trying to present younger than she is, clearly, because she's ashamed of telling everybody that she's 39 years old. She has a child. Her husband on his profile. I was sent information on her husband via email. I don't know why people sent me that, but they did. And I've seen his Instagram, his YouTube channel. He has a picture of the daughter on his profile. If you go to his pictures that he's tagged in, you see Micca, but nowhere to be found on her profiles anywhere is her husband or her child.
I don't understand that, because I'm a married woman. I've been married 20 years. My husband was just talking to you on the phone there, like when you needed tech help. Why hide your marriage life?
I don't hide it. But here's the problem. I grew up in the internet era.
Ma'am, you're 39. Internet era, 39. There was still like cassette tapes and shit when you were growing up in the 90s and CDs and shit. I guess you did grow up with the internet, but you didn't grow up the way these Gen Z kids are growing up now, where there's cameras in their face before they can even control and know what's going on, and they're posted on IG before they're even, it's not the same.
And I understand how nasty people are, including what I'm going through right now. And I understand that people will use your family against you, especially in an area of content that I am in, which is politics. When people don't like what you say, people don't like what you do, when they can't get to you, they will get to somebody that you may love and that's around you. And so that is my way of protecting my family.
This sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds like, yeah, you want to protect your family by not showing them, but that's being private. There's a difference between hiding and being private. I'm not out here showing my woman willy-nilly. She's not up on the stream and doing all this stuff. I'm being private. I'm not telling y'all my information, the dynamics of my relationship. I'm not. That's being private. But y'all know that I'm in a relationship. Y'all know, like, well, I'm not hiding the fact. Like, some people want to sell this single image so their fan base would simp for them and they'll get more love or whatever they're trying to do. But this goes completely against Anton's rhetoric as a married Christian man. This doesn't work for Anton. Doesn't work for her either, because her man is in media. This would all make sense if your man was a regular 9-to-5 working dude. He has a small media company that he's working to build up right now. So when she says that, I'm like, he has a YouTube channel. He has a small media company protecting your family from what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Pictures of your child you can hide, but denying that you have a child, you're trying to sell an image that's fugazi. We can see right through it.
I'm a content creator. I really don't have a problem with people who want to approach me. I don't want that to fall on my family because they don't have anything to do with what I'm doing.
I get that. Like, you can post your husband and he not have any social media presence. Like, my husband doesn't have a social media presence. I millions of followers. I get 100 billion views. Well, actually, I get a billion views a year. Okay.
Right. But mine deals in something that is very high up. And so,
once again,
stop the cap. It's a total fabrication.
Right. Do we have to pull up her husband's YouTube channel? We're gonna do that because she's just lying through her teeth. He's. Let me pull up the facts, man.
I mean, what does that have to do with anything? There's very high up people that have.
If her husband was very high up, very high end, she wouldn't be clout chasing. She wouldn't be trying to grift Anton's channel in his space. Potentially booty clapping it up for the look. She's talking about she's in the arena for the basketball game because there's business meetings that Anton's having with other folks, and she might want to be attached to the business as well, so she's there for that purpose, which is a complete fabrication. He took you out to a courtside to a game. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Social media profiles. It actually will. I think the narrative of you being called a side chick or a mistress, he could have deaded that situation and been like, no, this ain't what that is. I know Anton, and been out. But the fact that you have to get up here and defend who you are to a man, and you're drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, the so high up she's talking about is Watson Multimedia. That's the name of his media company. Free promo again.
Profile, but be honest with you, it's not given. I don't think Anton saw your talent when he met you. I personally don't. As a woman first, and as a woman that grew up around men, I just don't see where he saw your talent. I see.
Have you gone to the other page as well?
So how long have you had this page? Did you have this page as long as you had Pop Culture Micca?
No, I've had Pop Culture Micca since I've been online. But once I started podcasting, I had the Red Cup.
Okay, but you had the Red Cup. It was the podcast after you met Anton, right?
No, before. I was already podcasting.
For 2 big months. She was already podcasting for 2 big months. She talks as if Anton found her and she was doing her thing and she was out here. She was podcasting from January 2024. January 22nd, 2024. So all this, she was doing her thing. It's like, ma'am, stop it. Stop it.
Okay, and how poppin' was it? Because it's right now, if it's been 2 years, you only got 50.
I've been podcasting for about 18 months. Mm-hmm.
Great, you know about it. Why do I need to report about it? You already got the news, so you want to hear me talk about something you know about? All right, man.
So that was after you met Anton.
I've been podcasting for about 18 months. Mm-hmm.
So that was after you met Anton. I'm looking at the timeline.
Looking at the timeline, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Caught.
What I'm saying is,
I was waiting for the question. I'm sorry.
Okay, the question is, did you have a Red Cup before or after you met Anton?
I had Red Cup before.
How poppin' was it? Because it only got 50K now 2 years later.
Correct. So
50K on what? IG? She has like 19K, 19.8 on YouTube, 50K on IG.
So, I probably was sitting at like 1,200, about 1,200 subs.
Not on YouTube. Not in 2 months on YouTube.
Which is what I stated when you asked me in the beginning. Yeah, I probably was sitting at 1,200 subs because I'm very new to YouTube.
So you're new, and this huge creator reaches out to you to say, I think you're talented. I want to help you and leverage it. Do you believe like men will help you for incentives? Have you ever been propositioned like that?
No.
You've never been propositioned by a man to help you for incentives?
No, because everything that I do up front has always been business.
Understand that can also be business. She alluded to Anton Daniels giving several folks NDAs. She denied having an NDA in the other interview that we're about to cover, but like you're not gonna sign an NDA and then tell people that you signed an NDA so we know what's going. Like that wouldn't make any sense. So clearly you wouldn't confess to that. You saying that you've seen him have NDAs was pretty much enough. It was enough for us at that point.
And when I feel that it's going somewhere else, I will remove myself from it.
I got something I want to talk to you about. So how is it that you had the Red Cup before, but when I scroll all the way down to your page, Anton is your guest? These are the first clips that come up. Which tells
I had
me
Anton as a guest. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he's your first guest on a podcast that you say you had before you.
He's my first one-on-one. Mm-hmm.
Your first one-on-one. It's the first fucking video, you lying ass motherfucker. Why she always tries to be slick with her words while lying and gaslighting. It's the first fucking video. Oldest. Right here.
I've seen him do it.
What are you talking about? Your first one-on-one. It's the first fucking video. Hold on, let me move this shit. I'm struggling out this bitch. Come on, man. This crap out of here.
Okay. It's my first one-on-one interview. So I have live streams, I have videos, and I have one-on-one interviews. So I do one-on-one.
Too with Alvin Gray. I know him personally.
I've done Alvin Gray. I've done Chicago Flips Red. I've done Brexit.
You're not. You're the way you're saying it. You've done them. It sounds like you know what it is. What it is. I'm being immature. Let's move on.
I've done Sheldon Daniels.
Okay.
I've done football coaches. I have plenty.
Yo, the way she words things. Why did she give her credit for being articulate? The way she articulates herself, the wording, the phrasing would derive a completely different message if I done this person done. It's like, ma'am, like, come on, stop phrasing it that way.
Of people I've talked to, and like I said, I was on a podcast already called The Realish TV, which you can look up as well. And The Realish TV, we also did different types of celebrities that might be in this area and out of this area.
Did Anton take you to a basketball game and y'all sat courtside together?
I did go with Anton to a basketball game. Yes.
I've seen him do it.
Stop trying to manipulate the conversation by rephrasing and rewording what she's saying. She constantly does that. This is typical of a manipulative gaslighting motherfucker. I've seen all the tactics 10,000 times. When I see this shit, I'm like, ma'am, this is weak. This is low level. How did you fool your husband with this? Like, are you kidding me?
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Random University with the $5 super chat. Random University says, Micca is looking like the Black Pam Bondi right now. Yo, I'm telling you. The way I seen Pam Bondi just gaslighting and just trying to wiggle out of accountability and lying through her teeth. Bro, when you said, man, that just resonates so, man, let me read this again. Random University says, Micca is looking like the Black Pam Bondi right now. She is falling down a similar path to Stevie Knight after he got cooked by ABBA. Just hide. Facts. Just hide. Seal your beak, shut the fuck up, and just hide. Do you know that this bitch actually called? Why am I calling her a bitch? I'm giving her the Corey Holcomb treatment right now. But do you know that this woman called Tasha K for this interview? Why did you call her for the interview? Tasha K didn't reach out to her. She called Tasha K.
Alone?
What do you mean alone?
Did you guys go together?
Yes, we went together. Anton had business dealings there already. So that's what he actually went for.
Okay, and so he went there and then
So Anton had business dealings at a basketball game where he bought 2 tickets courtside, one for you, one for him. Didn't bring his wife. All right.
You joined him courtside.
No. So Anton went there for business dealings. We probably sat on the side of the court for about 10, 15 minutes. After that, he's back talking to all the people he's talking to.
It's a total fabrication.
You are in business. You absolutely understand that business dealings go on, not just in office spaces.
She brought this weak shit to her husband, gaslit him after taking the picture, posting it, saying, yeah, it's all friendly and everything because we're courtside. She posted the picture, so it's not nefarious because she posted it, right? Hiding out in the open. She told her husband about it after. She went on the show. She said, I don't know if it was before or after. If you're saying that, we 100% know that you told your husband after the fact. He didn't get any choice in the matter. You told him after the fact. And then you told him, oh yeah, business dealings at this level are conducted here, here, and here because your husband has a small multimedia company and he doesn't know anything about that. So you're saying, well, at this level, and you're using these words like Tasha K don't know what the fuck going on. Like, come on, man.
What kind of business dealings does Anton do that he got to do it courtside, though, is the question.
It's not courtside. So you absolutely understand that these type of events or these type of places, golf courses, I guess some cases Atlanta, other places, but a lot of business dealings happen outside of offices.
I'm familiar with that. I used to, you know, I mean, before I met my husband, I dated upper echelon men, and I was with them. And when I'm with them, they want eye candy, and they pay my bills.
Okay, but Tasha, I can't be concerned about what Anton may or may not be thinking.
No, I'm not saying about Anton. I didn't say Anton. I said when these type of business dealings go down and these men are on the golf courses, they usually want eye candy. I didn't say Anton. So I'm familiar with what you're saying is because I dated upper echelon men and they took care of me. And I went everywhere with them when they did business, and they want an articulate, pretty woman beside them that can help them to leverage more deals.
Jay the Informant, so Jay the Informant, I need you to do something for me again. I need you to put that link that you put in earlier where you showed celebrity wives, and he had Anton with Micca, and I need that in the chat so I can make a point real quick. If you can provide that. I'm struggling to speak right now. Whoa! You know that the link that you posted earlier. There we go. This one right here. This is what Tasha K is describing. He's using Micca, Anton Daniels' wife. Why is Micca the picture? Why are you using Micca? Why is she the profile? What the hell is going on? Sharita Daniels. This is not Sharita Daniels. This is Micca. So he's walking around using Micca for business, they're saying, but I'm not buying into that business bullshit, man. Y'all were watching a game courtside because y'all were doing your fuck shit. Well, man, come on, man. Business with what? Y'all are YouTubers. The fuck we talking about?
So what I'm saying to you is, you're saying we probably sat courtside for 15 minutes, but do you know, like, I just don't understand why you would go to a basketball game with you being married and him being married and sit courtside together without the partners being
because
present.
it was already established that we would go there to
because it was already established. Bitch, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? It was already established that you'll be backdooring your husband and he'll be backdooring his wife. What does that? It was already established. What are you talking about?
Side together without the partners being
because present. it was already established that we would go there to his business dealings, and like I said, he already was doing business dealing with people that were there. And it does not hurt for me to be alone, especially if these are people that I can potentially do business with. I grew up very upper echelon here in Washington, D.C., and my parents were a part of the country clubs, and we went along a lot of times as children. So I've seen this over and over again. So
what is your husband?
All right, dudes in the chat, if your woman ever brings you some dumb shit like this dumbass word salad explaining a complete violation, trying to justify this obvious violation with this pathetic gaslighting tactic. You've witnessed it here. You see how stupid it looks. Understand? Don't fall for this shit, bro.
I think about you going courtside. What does your husband think about that?
Oh, so my husband was absolutely
courtside
of the country clubs, and we went along a lot of times as children. So I've seen this over and over again. So
what does your husband think about you going courtside? What does your husband think about that?
Oh, so my husband was absolutely fine with my picture because at the end of the day,
Once again, ma'am, what are you talking about? Why are you rephrasing the question? I'm not talking to you, Samantha. I don't know why I have that on the screen while I'm saying that. But yeah, why are you rephrasing the question? What did she ask you and what did you repeat?
What does your husband think about that?
Oh, so my husband was absolutely fine with my picture because...
She asked you, was your husband okay? What does he think about you being courtside with another man, another married man? You said he was okay with the picture. What the picture? What are you talking about? The picture? He's talking about you being courtside with another man. Now you're reframing this. Oh, he was good with the picture because I told him and I gave him the same gaslighting fuckery that I gave you, but he bought it. He was a fool. The audience isn't.
Because at the end of the day, everything that I do, my husband is aware of. I don't hide anything from my husband. This is my husband. So anything that I do, anything that I'm going to say, like this interview or anything else that I do, my husband is aware of.
Hold on.
Now I pulled this up on the screen because this is actual facts, Samantha Edit. This is facts. Ain't nobody speak like this. This sounds like a clout-chasing demon trying to reach for that upper echelon life that she so desires.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Is it worth your reputation being tarnished online? You having to contact platforms such as myself?
Now this is the major point right here. Once again, I'm pulling this back. Is this worth your reputation? You had to contact a platform like Tasha K. You tried to get the biggest platform with the big, so they can cover it in a type of way that will save your ass because your image is being tarnished so badly right now. So you tried to get ahead of the story and control the story with a big platform like Tasha K because Tasha K's message will be stronger than any little YouTuber live streaming right now.
Is it worth your reputation being tarnished online? You having to contact platforms such as myself to clear your name?
You contacted her.
Is you so hanging with another man? We've never seen your husband. This is the first time we're hearing about it. Is this worth your reputation? You say you know, DC is a very small town. I'm familiar with DC and a lot of the money that walks around DC. I know the people, especially the black people. There's not too many of them around there that make money like that. So they're gonna know you when you pop up on this platform. So what I'm saying is it worth your reputation to have to get out here and defend that you're not sleeping with him?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And again, like I said, everything that I've done with Anton has been all business dealings.
All business dealings. All business dealings. So if she gave up the box, you know it was,
I'll pay for the pussy, okay. I'll just pay for the pussy, okay.
Before we started the call, your manager was on the phone with you.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked that you had a manager.
Okay.
Do you know why?
No, I don't know why.
Because you have no movement. Do you know why?
No, I don't know why.
Because you have no movement. I didn't get a manager, my first manager, till like 200,000. Like,
yo, she's getting cooked. She's getting cooked. This is what happens to people that try to grift a space. You'll be relevant to be a lolcow for other folks to make content out of you, and then we don't give a fuck about you because you're not a mainstay. You're not a mainstay. You're not here. People don't really care about you like that. This is what happens when people try to grift space. They try to grift spaces. It's like, man, what are you doing?
And that was...
No motion.
Okay.
I didn't get a manager, my first manager, till like 200,000. Like, and that was...
What the hell? My bad, Chad.
You don't have any movement. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, you have a manager. That was a little taken aback for me because I was like, you have absolutely... Like, you're in spaces, but you don't have any movement.
Facts.
What I'm saying is, and I'm not speaking down on you, he said something to you that kind of raised my eyebrows. He said, remember what I told you. And you were like, I got it. What did he mean by that? Something to you that kind of raised my eyebrows. He said, remember what I told you. And you were like, I got it. What did he mean by that?
Well, first of all, this would be the first time that I would have to talk to someone to actually interview about anything that may be semi-personal or even my business dealings. So again, that's something that he has to talk to me about. And that's something that a manager does, especially a manager that absolutely knows the business.
Once again, you are speaking in the tone that you were speaking to your man in as you gaslight him. That's what a manager does. It's like you're speaking to Tasha K. She got her first manager around 200,000. She got sued by Cardi B. She clearly don't care about what a manager got to say. Like, but she knows what a manager's there for.
Because my manager...
My manager don't tell me... No, my manager don't tell me shit. He works for me.
Okay, well, my manager is very experienced. So, again, if this is something that I'm doing for the first time, you talk to your client about what to expect, what is going on, and so forth.
So what did he tell you about me?
He didn't tell me anything about you. He told me what to expect on an interview.
Okay, all right, which led to, you know my platform.
He didn't tell me anything about you. He told me what to expect, what is going on, and so forth.
I'm not clipping that up right now. That was a pre-edit. That was me clipping this when I was editing it to get this reaction. So I butchered this part. So it is what it is. There's a bit of edit clunking here, but y'all know what y'all seeing.
Okay, so what did he tell you about me?
He didn't tell me anything about you. He told me what to expect on an interview.
Okay, all right, which led to, my platform is big. And Micca, I've been doing this a long time.
Okay.
And I've dealt with a lot of personalities. And this is the first that I've heard of a woman being dragged across social media for being in some, I would consider as a wife. I don't know how Anton Daniels' wife do things, but I'm from the South. I don't give a damn how pretty you are. I don't give a damn if you're an ugly bitch. Niggas will hit an ugly bitch before they'll hit a pretty bitch any day, okay?
She ain't lying.
All I'm saying is, this is the first time that I've seen a dynamic like this, and now you guys are doing business trips together. Your husband is nowhere near.
We do not do business trips together.
Ma'am, can you stop lying? I'm trying to play this through. But can you stop lying? Because I got to stop you every time you lie. You didn't do business trips together. So what the fuck was the Corey Holcomb trip? You guys flew to California together. What the fuck was that? That wasn't a business trip? Was that specifically? Oh my God. Why are you lying? You said you've flown to Detroit 3 times. I guess that doesn't count because you flew by yourself and Anton was already there. But you've flown to California with Anton. Business trip. Stop lying.
You said you guys met up, and now you guys are doing business trips together. Your husband day, okay? All I'm saying is, this is the first time that I've seen a dynamic like this, and now you guys are doing business trips together. Your husband is nowhere near.
We do not do business trips together.
You said you guys met up, and he was in town for a basketball game.
No, what I said, no, ma'am. What I said was I went to Detroit. You said taking business trips together.
Is that not a business trip?
No. You said...
See, Tasha K didn't remember the Corey Holcomb incident. Well, she must have remembered it, but she didn't remember that was a business trip.
We took business trips together and we never took...
Did you go to Detroit to see him for business?
I went to Detroit, correct.
Okay, so that is... And then you guys went to a Detroit basketball game and sat courtside?
Correct.
Okay, and you did other things out together on a business trip, correct?
No. So from there, went right back to the studio.
And his wife didn't mind you going along to the game?
No, I told you, his wife understands his business dealings, and she's there 90% of the time, if not 999% of the time. She's just usually off camera.
But she went with you.
Unfortunately, wait, what the hell? I opened something wrong. Well, I was about to pop up. Yeah, unfortunately, she was not with y'all in the hotel room. She's talking about 99% of the time. She wasn't with you in the hotel room. She wasn't there. Oh, I thought I had the picture on deck. Oh, well, I'll get it later.
That day at the game?
No, she was not.
Your husband could take another woman to a basketball game?
Tasha, we're not here to talk about my husband.
No. Your husband could take another woman to a basketball game?
Tasha, we're not here to talk about my husband. We're here to talk about me.
I'm here to talk about your character.
Okay, well, my character is A1 because this is a woman. I've talked to his wife.
Your character's A1. You do not get to decide that. Why am I struggling? You don't get to decide that. Your character's A1. She's asking you to gauge your character, and you're telling her that your character is A1.
My husband.
I'm here to talk about your character.
Okay, well, my character is A1 because this is a woman. I've talked to his wife.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
You talked to his wife. What does that have to do with anything? You spoke to his wife and you still flew out with this man to a hotel in California. You're caught in a hotel. And what was the other one? I don't even know. This is the bad thing. This is the worst thing about this whole thing. She was in a hotel on a live stream with Anton. They were in the same room, and this wasn't even in California. This was prior to California. So there's multiple occurrences of it's so bad. We're going to bring up all the details and the facts as we go through this because this is so bad.
In person, she met me the first day I came out, and I can tell you that I have no...
This whole she met you thing doesn't matter. It does not matter because Anton Daniels has a ring of women that he's brought around his wife. It doesn't matter. He hides out in the open. He's saying whatever the fuck he wants on his podcast, and nothing's changing in their relationship. But you haven't even introduced Anton to your husband at all. You're hiding your husband. This is...
Question, can your husband take another woman?
I've talked to his wife in person. She met me the first day I came out, and I can tell you that I have no...
Question, can your husband take another woman that looks like you to a basketball game?
If my husband was doing business as I'm doing it, or as Anton is doing, or something that deals in that arena, yes, he just can't go to one. But again, Tasha, we're here.
We're not having that, ma'am. We're not going for that. I don't know how you got your husband to buy any of this shit. This is pathetic. He can't go, but you can go. And then you framed it as a business trip, so you gaslit him. The gaslighting worked in your personal household. It didn't work online. This is inexperience at its finest. Anton didn't find her for the talent. It's apparent. You can't get on YouTube and lie through your teeth. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's the wrong platform for this. Folks will tear you apart. So you lying through your teeth. That weak ass gaslighting worked on him, did not work on Tasha K. It applied to her. She asked you, can your husband do it? She says, oh, we're not here to discuss my husband. If you didn't have a husband and the dynamic of your relationship wasn't being questioned, you wouldn't be on the show, period, because you booked this to save face, to save image, because you didn't want to be looked at as a side chick for another man while being married. You called Tasha K, remember? So to try to say, oh, it's not about my husband. Are you awake, ma'am? Are you okay? Are you cool? Damn.
To talk about me, my character again is A1 because I'm squared away with the wife.
I don't think you have a husband. I think that's a safe word for you.
No, well, Tasha.
But because you don't move like a married woman.
God damn.
She's looking around like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
she's questioning if you even have a husband because you're not moving like a married woman. This is pathetic. This is so bad. This is how you know you're moving vile and disgusting. This is how you know it looks bad. You know the optics look bad. She had the audacity to get up on the other interview and say Anton does this for the internet. It's not real. I'm like, why would he do it for the internet if it's completely contradicting the message that he built himself on? I think folks really need to watch B. Simone talk about herself making $1 million in a month on social media, getting exposed and canceled on social media, making $10,000 the following month. Wow. This shit ain't cute. You build it up on some fugazi shit, it's getting good. Man, please, man, please.
Okay, well, I understand what you think, Tasha, and I understand how you feel. But again, I am.
And the way you skated around that question,
No.
It's like every time you bring up the husband, you don't feel comfortable talking about it, and then you pick, coincidentally, after the internet has dragged you, my platform, which is very big, to say that now you have this invisible husband that no one knows about.
A lot of people know about my husband. I'm from a small town, so a lot of people know about my husband. And
If there's a husband, I can find out about it. I can't do it right now, but I can. You do know that, right?
That's absolutely fine. But
I'm just telling you, if there's no husband, and you say that there's a husband, and maybe there's some issues with the husband, then I got to report. Because now you don't open up Pandora's box.
Tasha, there's no issue with the husband. I've answered every question that you've asked, and
You did not answer every question that she's asked. You word saladed a bunch of questions, and then you outright refused to answer the question about how long you were married, if you have any children, and your current age. So you answered every question? I think not, ma'am. I think not.
answered it truthfully. I have.
Oh, truthfully?
Survey said.
Husband?
Do you think your relationship with Anton is deemed as publicly appropriate?
Yes, I've never.
Hell no! Trash ass nigga.
Just can't stop lying. Do you think that your relationship is deemed publicly appropriate? Yes, but I also called Tasha K because there's a media shitstorm cooking me right now, and I need to save face by doing this PR interview that went completely left. But yes, it's completely appropriate. Then why are you saving face? Why you? The idiocy.
Done anything with Anton that has not been business.
I'm not even sure.
Publicly appropriate.
You believe that, ma'am?
Yes, I've never done anything with Anton that has not been business.
And he's never propositioned you or flirted with you?
Absolutely not. Anything with Anton that has not been business.
And he's never propositioned you or flirted with
Absolutely
you?
Not.
I've seen him do it.
He's never propositioned you. He's never flirted with you. You said absolutely not. It's all on camera. We've seen it multiple times. You confessed to it on the other interview. Are you okay, ma'am?
He does not proposition me.
Okay. All right, well, listen, I wasn't going to come on here and just let you, say what you wanted to say. I had to pressure you a little bit.
I understand.
I'm just saying, you wouldn't be around my nigga. I'm just saying, gorgeous.
So,
I'm not going to say anything crazy.
You're
Pistons' biggest lead.
on a business.
Now, remember, she keeps talking about these business trips. Anton has business dealings. What do we see Anton? We see Anton with another woman at a Pistons game, a Pistons-Celtics game. If you check their schedule, you can see exactly what date this was. This is bad, man. This looks like a business dealing. Anton's arm is over her. All the gums in the world showing right now how wide this smile is.
Pistons' biggest lead. Highest is second. Pistons' biggest lead.
The business dealing she talks about, she describes. All right, let's get to this next interview. Damn.
Anton Daniels. Here's my thinking. With your vast erudition or knowledge in politics, was that the connection or bond? Because as I understand, he's a conservative, and much of his rhetoric, if you will, is political.
Now, vast. No, the way he described her, it's like you can tell they're friends, and he admits to being her friend and being cool with her and meeting her husband. So this is the interview she did after Tasha K. She did the Tasha K interview. She knew she got cooked. She knew it was a bad look, but Tasha K has it over on TashaK.com. Behind the members wall. You got to pay the $14 a month to get the membership to watch the video. Although some YouTubers have already reacted to it, so it's on the platform. That's how I found it, and that's how I'm seeing it. So it's already been reacted to, but it's out there. She tried to do this interview, give him an exclusive prior to that actually becoming, because when she did the interview with Tasha K, not even the snippet was out before she did this. She made sure that she fucked up the gaslighting at first, so she had to re-gaslight, re-engage the media with another interview and try to make everyone react to this and this one go viral. But this one didn't go as good as she thought as well, because we can see all the bullshit and all the lies in this one as well. The way he framed her initially was just like, yeah, I know y'all are cool, because I wouldn't frame Micca like that. I don't think anybody would, because we don't know her for her political thoughts and her conservative grift. Not yet, at least.
Correct.
Is that fair to say?
That's fair.
That is fair. Was that the bond or the connection between you and Anton?
Absolutely. So,
once again, she starts off this interview lying, saying it was political. Absolutely so. He found you on Instagram? Please.
I was a watcher of Anton's content way before, I actually knew Anton. So that is one of the bases of my connection with Anton, and also the financial conservatism too, because Anton knows a lot about financial decisions.
Okay, and how would you describe your political relationship with him?
Political relationship, what do you mean?
Yeah, so is it primarily the relationship or the friendship you have is primarily about politics?
Well, no. Well, the relationship that we have now is primarily business.
Or prior to.
Understand that she says the relationship we have now is business. Later in this interview, she says they have no relationship whatsoever. So some double talk already caught.
When you say now, there's an emphasis that maybe it was different prior to.
No, the only prior to is before I knew him.
Okay.
So before I knew him, of course, I'm a consumer at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm, looking at Anton, like I said, from the conservative politics and the fiscally conservative shows he used to have.
Yeah. And what was it that caught your attention to stay connected to the work that he does?
Before I knew him?
Yep.
Oh,
you said you was a consumer of his work, yeah.
It would be like the Millionaire Morning.
Chat, let's get these likes up, chat. Let's get these likes up. These likes are looking putrid. We have how many people in the building? We need more likes, chat. Let's get these likes up.
On the show, that's actually what I did watch. I didn't know Anton's other shows until we started working together.
Sure.
But the Millionaire Morning Show, it has, like I said, it has different components of news, financial information, politics,
sure,
and a little bit of pop culture, which is my lane.
Yeah, and even
a little bit of pop culture, which is your lane. I thought you said you met off of the basis of your political ideology and your conservatism.
With that being your lane, how did the lanes collided, if you will? Meaning that at some point, either you reach out, you email, you DM, you say, hey, this is great work you're doing. It's something that I'm interested in knowing more about. How was that establishment?
So Anton reached out to me.
Sure.
And he asked.
Well, let me ask you this, just for clarity for the public. When you say he reached out to you, so if you're a consumer of his work, how does he know to reach out to you?
He doesn't know to reach out to me.
So how?
It just happens that, well, I watch a lot of people.
Sure.
Online, but it just happened that he emailed me. I have my email up on my Instagram. I have it up on my
Yeah, but that's what
YouTube.
I'm asking. How did he know? How did he establish connection with you to know to email you?
Well, from what he told me, somebody sent him my work, and so he wanted to work with me, so he emailed me.
Okay, so someone sent him your information, And then he decided to reach out to you.
Somebody sent him my contact, and he decided to look me up. He got my email, send me email.
And if you can be transparent, what did he say in the email, or what did he say that established your interest to move to the next step?
Well, when I got the email, I already knew who Anton Daniels was because I'm watching Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
So he asked if I would be interested in doing an interview. I said, sure.
Okay. And the interview, does he normally invite guests to come on?
All the time.
Oh, he does? Okay.
When he does face-to-face interviews with guests, they're generally big, large,
stick together.
Pause. They're generally like name brand celebrities, the Charleston Whites of the world. He'll do a sit down with them. He did a sit down with Fleece Johnson, the booty warrior, which was very sus. Vlad denied that interview. Vlad's like, he doesn't want that nigga near him. Well, he didn't say nigga, but Vlad said he didn't want to do that interview because Fleece Johnson. So if Vlad is turning down a Fleece Johnson interview and then you're doing the interview and he's flirting with you, very sus, very suspect. But those are like the interviews he does in person. He's not grabbing any random small YouTuber and doing an in-person interview with them. That's not what he'd be doing.
He has like one-on-ones with pretty much anybody. If his audience finds somebody intriguing, which is how he found me in the first place.
You were a no-name brand. Stop lying.
Then he'll bring them on, or if he finds them intriguing.
Yeah. And then you establish this sort of cordial friendship, if you will. It's a friendship at that point, because you weren't working.
No, so once I did after I did the interview did really, really well.
Okay,
especially
and what was the interview about?
Everything. Anton asked.
Yeah, he did an interview with Six the Goddess in person as well. He tried that. He flew her out or whatever.
Me stuff from relationships, like my thoughts on relationships, because Anton does relationship panels and all of these things. So from relationships to politics to whatever he can come up with.
So it wasn't really a targeted subject, if you will.
Nope.
It was just, I want to have you on and I want to interview you about whatever comes to mind or whatever he is interested in talking about.
Correct.
Some people would say that's a cake bake. Do you feel it was?
What's a cake bake?
A cake bake is when I have a sort of a hidden agenda, if you will, for reaching out to a specific person, sort of making you believe that it's one thing and it could be something else. I may have insidious characteristics, and then once I'm able to lure you in, if you will, I sort of cake bake that situation, meaning that now I have your attention and I have you a part of my space, if you will.
Well, I've never heard of that, but I mean,
that's why
there could be people that can, but I can tell you right now, Anton was always like straight on forward, professional.
Straight up forward professional? Ma'am, are you forgetting what happened at the 5150 show where he promised you that you would be on the show? You flew down to California. He never spoke to Corey Holcomb about having you on the show. That sounds professional. That sounds like a cake bake or whatever the fuck he called that shit.
I've seen him do it.
That's what that said. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like there was really
no. I'm not questioning his
no.
character.
I'm just saying like there's nothing really that would fit into what you were what you're describing. Yeah.
So to you, based on my definition of cake bake, inviting you to come onto the show to have a conversation about no particular topic, or at least a topic that he would serve as a prowess, did not feel like a cake bake.
No, because especially let's be clear. Especially in the independent podcasting space, some podcasters are, particular. You and I would be amongst the top because a lot of them don't really have an actual angle.
Yeah.
They get around, they talk, they do this, that, and the third. So it's not uncommon that somebody might say, "Oh, I like what you said there. Hey, you want to come on the show?" And it might not be anything in my field or lane, but that doesn't stop them from reaching out.
And where's the show taped?
So he tapes in Detroit.
So he's in Detroit.
Mhm.
So you had to fly out to Detroit?
Correct.
Did he or the show pay for you to come out?
Correct.
And did they pay for your room and board as well?
Correct.
So you stayed in a hotel. Actually, let me pose that as a question. Did you stay in a hotel?
Correct.
You did stay in a hotel. And you stayed alone in a hotel?
Correct.
Okay.
We have images, video. Lakeisha Keisha, we're gonna have to go to her video where she's breaking it down of you in the same hotel room as Anton Daniels. You deleted the video. It was season 2, episode 47, I believe. Anton deleted that off of the series, room 9. The evidence is mounting. Y'all full of shit. We ain't buying.
Just because these are questions that have come in, so I just want to bring some clarity. At what point do you believe the public and other people started paying attention to y'all friendship?
I think probably when I started to actually be a regular.
Okay, so give us that timeline from when he flew you out, you participated as a guest, you're done with the show, you fly back home. At what point from that last time up until you became a regular were you in communication with him?
So,
like months?
So after I did the first interview,
Sure.
Probably maybe a couple of weeks after the interview aired and Anton could actually see how it was doing, I got a really good response from.
She got a really good response from the first interview that they had on room 9. And let me pull that up. Room 9. Once again, it's called My Micca.
I seen him do it.
This is the first episode she was on, season 1, episode 37. This is the playlist of all the episodes she's on. She's usually virtual, but sometimes she's here in person. She's right here. The man got the Hennessy bottle going. Micca in the back.
Not at all.
First episode.
What's up, friends and family? What's the word?
Rita and Anton clearly got an agreement. When Dude Talk and Anton only been with one woman, Micca looking like, oop, Jesus Christ, this was a year ago. Nah, Anton either using her as eye candy or he really don't give a fuck, laugh my ass off. Micca had brother Shook, R.I.P. I don't know what that's referring to. But like, come on, man. Shout out to the attractive, confident women who show love, who show men respect and appreciation, co-host. These are the comments.
His audience. And so his audience decided, and that, to people that don't know Anton, Anton is a big advocate of what his viewers and his watchers think, his chat, all of that.
He's a big advocate for what his viewers and watchers think, chat. Oh, shit. We finally seen it. She moved her hair, so I was from the last time, I'm like, where does the eyebrows end? The whole time I'm like, where the fuck does her eyebrows end? It seemed like it extended into her hair. But now we can see it. It's a clear view. It's pretty far. It's pretty wide, but that's where it ends. We got a good view finally. Finally. Shit, what was I talking about? Fuck, man.
Stay off the weed.
He calls him his co-host.
Oh, yeah. He's so concerned with his chat and shit. Yeah, he listens. Yeah, hold up. This is a very important point. Hold up, chat.
Big advocate of what his viewers and his watchers think.
He's a huge advocate for what his viewers and his watchers think. He's been on a conservative grift. He has a whole bunch of racist, far right-leaning white folks on his platform. He's accommodating all their views and all their fucking thoughts as he disparages his own community and constantly throws black people under the bus. He said, and I knew it was projection when he said it, he said O'Shea is a victim of this. O'Shea listens to his viewers and just gives them he doesn't have his own opinion. He just gives what the viewers want. And I'm like, when the fuck was O'Shea been known to do that? Because he's said some shit that his viewers weren't fucking with, and he just doubles down because he has his own agenda with what he's doing. So that was some bullshit. I'm like, that's some projection. That is some projection. And then she says it, confirms it. Damn, bro.
At all of that. He calls them his co-host. A chat is like Anton is a
advocate of. You were saying
of
he's a
listening
big
to what they like.
I see. Okay.
So if they like this or that, he will pay attention to it.
Okay.
And,
accommodate them.
He'll try to implement that in the show. So Anton watched how everybody, pretty much loved the interview. They're like this part about it. Oh, I think we think she's smart. We like this. She's pretty. Blah blah blah. Whatever. And
people actually said you were pretty, because you are. Yeah. You're beautiful.
Thank
you. But we used to work together, woman.
Yes,
so I know this
yes.
stuff. But I just want to make sure that I'm really captivating the responses that the public wants. So people were saying, based on what he shared with you, that people said you were beautiful, you were smart.
Well, no, it's not based on what he was sharing with me. It's based on what's still on the page.
I see.
Yeah, so
okay.
You can see that in the comment section, and of course, when it aired, you can see it in the chat.
Sure.
So you see all of these different things, and you're like, okay, well, if this is something that people are interested in, then I should explore more on it.
Okay.
And so Anton decided that he was going to revamp one of his channels that he canceled, called Fight Club or something.
And wait, I'm just realizing that's their first collab. You were so willing to catch a flight and see Anton in person and do an in-collab in person, being an unexperienced YouTuber. Your first video was with Anton on that channel, at least. You have another channel, so I'm not going to gloss over that. But nonetheless, like, you haven't done any collabs. He does a lot of virtual collabs. You went and did the first collab, and it was in person.
Something like that.
Interesting.
And he decided to make it like a nightly talk show.
Okay.
And when I guess he went on one of his live streams, and as the bag chasers, as they're called, what they thought, and a lot of them, bring Micca. And so
you were heavily requested,
yes.
your
yes.
appearance.
Yes, and you can, and I tell people this all the time, with Anton, 99% of the things that he does is on camera.
Yeah.
So you can go.
Now, ma'am, did you even think that through? That doesn't even make sense.
Back and just look at the comments.
Yeah. I'm just curious, does he also recruit males?
Yes.
So right now, the team is made up, if you will. So let me make sure I understand this. The show, which are you hired by him currently on a show?
It's called Room 9 now, but at the time it's called After Hours.
So it's called Room 9. It was called After Hours. And how many regular guests or co-hosts, rather, are on there?
I want to say 5 or 6 now. So when it started, it was just me and Quentin.
Okay.
A gentleman named Quentin.
Sure.
And then it grew.
Okay. And now it's made up of male-female ratio, which
Correct.
is, what's the male-female ratio?
So 1, 2, 3, so maybe 4 females, 3 males.
4 females, 3 males. Okay. Yeah. Are you a paid employee?
Correct. Well, I'm contracted.
Contracted.
Correct.
Yeah. And do you?
I pay for the pussy, okay?
Yep, she is a paid employee because, Anton, yikes.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Bebe with the $5 super chat. Bebe says, Micca is amino black. She Dominican. Racism against blacks, African is not an issue for her. Yep. She's doing that far-right conservative grift where it's just constantly sell out your own community, blame black people for everything while separating yourself from the community. Because she is like half Dominican, isn't she? Well, Dominicans still be black, but they be trying to like get away from niggas. Like that ain't working.
You have to fly out every time.
No, most of it is virtually. Only when we're actually like doing something, some like a bunch of content where we have to go there.
Yeah. What sealed the deal for you in working with Anton, or at least felt comfortable to say, I want to stay on as a contractor and I really like what he has? What sealed that deal? So you become a guest and then you go back home, and then you decided to accept the offer, if you will. But what sealed it for you?
What sealed it is I had already started in my podcasting process, and while I was there, I just in that small day and a half window, I got to see Anton's work ethic.
Sure.
And I got to see what goes on behind the scenes in podcasting and what actually, how I can actually get to these.
Yo, my bad. I had a caller in the chat in the back, and I did not see the caller. The caller dropped off. My bad. I did not see that.
Numbers and, just things that a lot of people charge for.
Yep.
A lot of people sometimes, especially in Black and brown communities, don't want to tell, like it's some type of secret,
Yep.
or somebody's going to steal their job.
Yep.
And so I was able, to benefit from being able to see this firsthand, and that was something. And he was very open about showing me this or that and third, because it wasn't a sense of, oh, this is a threat if I tell you this, or you're going to tell other people and I'm not going to be able to make money.
Sure. So right now, your role as a co-host is virtual.
Correct.
How often do you fly, or what would be the need to fly to Detroit?
Only if we're doing other content. So like we did content one time for, a couple times, but in the beginning, the first time was for my channel.
Sure.
So I needed to do a one-on-one interview. So I got to do that plus our after hours.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Does Anton have you on an NDA? I've read that somewhere. A non-disclosure agreement for people who don't know.
Yeah, they always said it because some people pay attention to...
But does he have you on one?
No, I'm not on NDA.
So you're not on NDA.
No,
Pay attention to this part though, chat.
I'm not on NDA. But he does give out NDAs to a lot of people.
Now, she said she's not on an NDA, but he does give out NDAs to a lot of people. What does that mean? Why is he giving out NDAs to anybody on his team when most of them are virtual? Handing out NDAs to the other women, like that woman we seen him at the Pistons game with, the 20. What kind of 3 was that? What the fuck? Sorry, chat. I wrote this down and that came out so fucked. Hold up. 22:37. Like her. She's probably on an NDA. That's what he probably has the NDAs for. Now, Micca denied being on the NDA, but whoever was on an NDA and said, yeah, I'm on an NDA, and it makes it obvious to what you're actually doing and the reason why the NDA would be needed. So clearly we can't use that as, oh, that she's telling the truth, because clearly you can't violate the NDA by saying, yeah, I'm on an NDA. That's why I'm clearly guilty of the things that people think I'm guilty of, but the NDA, like, come on, man. Hold up, chat. Let me get back into it. Where were we? 22:37. Yeah, close enough.
He does give out NDAs to a lot of people. If not
staff. You mean staff?
Anybody that he works with. So they don't have to be staff if he just maybe interviewed you or whatever.
But were you ever on an NDA?
No.
So what's the exception? Why are you an exception?
I don't think I'm an exception because I don't ask, who's on an NDA. So I don't know.
But you know that other people are.
But I have seen him, put people on NDA. But as far as staff go, I don't ask. It's almost like at your job, you don't go, well, what's your salary?
Oh,
what's your salary?
Oh no, they do.
Depending on where you not
work,
supposed to.
They wouldn't ask me.
With HR, you're not supposed to.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I've never inquired to the other hosts if they have it or not, because I really don't care.
Now, are you paid per episode?
No, I'm paid per month.
Per month?
Yeah, like YouTube.
Wow. How much does he pay you? I mean,
it
the
depends.
range.
It depends. It depends because we bring in a lot of super chats, which is extra money that the audience gives.
And that's the way he makes the money for the show?
No.
Okay.
YouTube has AdSense and he has sponsorships, things like that. So all of that is factored in plus anything that the audience gives as well.
Sure. So how much does he pay you? We were just talking about that range. Unless you want to specifically say how much.
I'm not going to give a specific
because that's the NDA characteristic.
No, that's my.
Or
that's
you want to protect him?
That's
so
my
then how
business.
Much?
That's my business mind sense because there are other people on that show. I do not know how much.
So then let's give a range, because a range doesn't pinpoint the range.
That's why I said I can do the range.
The range says enough. The range says enough. If you give a range and the range is not wide enough and the range is still outside of what other people get paid, the range is, this I wouldn't advise people do. Just shut up. Don't tell people how much you make.
Yeah, sure.
You asked me to pinpoint.
Sure. What's the range?
So I can do a range of anywhere between 2 to maybe 35.
Now, Quentin is sitting here like, yo, I'm making $1,500 a month and she's making 2 to 35. See how that works if you're outside of the range? If y'all don't know who Quentin is, Quentin was Fatty's yes man. Fatty is a predator that's Anton's underling. Filthy you talking about 12-year-olds, a disgusting guy. He was working for that guy, a yes man for that predator. Anton seen him, poached him from his platform, got him over to Anton's platform because he knows he's a yes man. So Anton knew what he was doing. But that's another conversation for another day.
To what? I don't know. You said $2, $200.
To 35.
$2,000
to 35.
To $3,500 a month.
Correct.
Okay, for your role.
I'm only on that show. So there are some people that are on 5 days a week. There are some people that are on 1 day a week. And for me, I'm only on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay. So Thursdays and Fridays, you make a good amount of money just for Thursdays and Fridays?
Correct.
Yeah.
Thursdays and Fridays?
Survey said,
I pay for the pussy, okay.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what's been out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married?
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
Stop the deception. You tried this once, you're trying it again, but he's going to give you a different response.
He has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone or by in
Good
DM?
question.
What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Because a lot of people
Because what? Because what?
Assume that when you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
no, so I'm saying, what's the form of communication? That he met.
She tried to deflect and weasel her way out of this one again. That wasn't the question. Answer the damn question.
They don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
Yeah, but you
don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth. You see how she's trying to manipulate the conversation? He asked you if they ever spoke at all, any form of communication at all. She's talking about back and forth. He's trying to continuously reframe things. This is a manipulative mind.
So he did not meet your husband in person.
No.
Is that to imply that he met him virtually?
No.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
No particular.
It 100% implies that he met him in another form of meeting, whether it be a phone, a FaceTime, whatever. You implied that by saying, oh, not in person. You know what you were doing. You did the same thing to Tasha K, but Tasha K didn't follow up. He followed up. Caught your ass. Deception. If you're moving that deceptive, why the hell are we going to believe anything you're saying?
Reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, if my when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here.
See, now y'all see. This is what I said earlier. Tasha K has her shit behind the paywall on TashaK.com. So the full interview wasn't dropping until some YouTubers reacted to it, and that's how I seen it and picked it up and chopped them out of it and reacted to it myself. She went and did this interview expeditiously to try to get this out and have everyone react to this, although this was the more softball interview because she's cool with this guy. She thought this was going to clean up her mess, but the gaslighting still didn't work because the only one that bought the bullshit was her husband. Sad, man.
But when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
Yeah, but we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why it's not a thing. But I talked to my husband about it.
How long have you and Anton been business partners or friends?
We're business partners. And
so you're not a friend, because I don't want to provide language that's inaccurate.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah.
We're business partners, absolutely.
You're not friends?
No.
Okay.
Friends would imply that we hang outside of business.
Not necessarily. Well, yes, correct.
Yeah, like
outside of business.
Yeah,
correct.
like not. We were, me and you were shooting here, and then we just get something. We just get something to eat afterwards, but we are doing business.
Yes.
I'm saying, hey, are you up? Are you available today? Or you want to go out to the blah blah blah?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Do you believe it was important at some point for you to introduce your husband to Anton?
Yeah, because
I'm sure his wife thought it was important to meet you.
I can't speak on what his wife thought.
Correct.
But the one time that I would have is when we had an event here, but he had to work. So
you had an event here. You had an event here, so Anton flew to DC to see you, and still your man wasn't there. He wasn't present to meet Anton. It was conveniently when he was working, although he owns a small multimedia company, which would indicate he works for himself.
But have you made it a concerted effort to make it happen? We do what we want to do, when we want to do it, for whom we want to do it for, and if something is really important to you and your family, either on your end as a wife, you absolutely make a concerted effort for this man, or
you absolutely make the concerted effort because Anton is into hiding out in the open. So he introduces Rita to all his women, but he's still hiding out in the open doing his fuckery, thinking it's fooling. That's not good enough, man. You got to move correctly. All this other bullshit, the fluff that they're trying to, nah, man, it's not working.
Anton, as a man, says, I want to meet your husband just because you're married, and I don't want any messaging or anything else to be misconstrued by him or the public. So it's fair that I introduce myself. Has that conversation happened?
No, that conversation has not happened, and I understand what you're saying. My thing, again, my business dealings is normally with me, my manager, things like that. But it's not without my husband knowing. So everything that I do, every place that I go, everything that I'm going.
You notice how she keeps saying not without her husband knowing. It's not about approval. It's not about he's saying, yes, I stamp this, I approve of this, I certify this, I'm cool with it. Not even cool with it, just he knows.
Going to be
it's
doing.
Like the world knows, everyone could see it. So he knows, like, come on, man.
My husband knows. And I have to actually talk about it with him, tell him what I'm doing, things like that.
How did you reassure your husband this was strictly business? Like, if my wife is flying to another state,
because of
at some point, I'm going, or I need to meet this person in person, and it doesn't matter to me if he's single or married. It doesn't matter to me if he feels that he wants to meet me. I want my wife to be very committed and loyal to the idea of her business engagements I should be comfortable with as a husband. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Sure.
But my thing is, I think a lot of people sometimes misconstrue is this. You guys separate for some reason, independent from like big conglomerates, right? So if there's a person that has a business,
Sure.
it automatically changes from if Disney calls you, right? Because there have been other things that I have done.
Yo, this word salad is pathetic and weak as hell. This is every time I listen to her commentary, I think this is my personal opinion. I think that she ran these comments by her husband to make him cool with what she's doing, and it worked there. And then she brought this shit on air because it sounds incredibly stupid.
As far as movie sets and other things that my husband has not gone to.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody would bat an eye if I'm talking to the director or if I'm going to meet, for a shoot for this or that. Your spouse is not always coming. And so I think the notion that just because is this person, and I understand that people have their own thoughts and perceptions of people, but I think a lot of the times when it comes down to people who are in independent media.
Ma'am, I'm in independent media. The panel worlds, all the shit that happens on the panels that happened in the past on the Lapeef show, even on Hamp show, there's some shit that happened on Fatty show. Every panel show, this YouTube space that we do, everyone doing collabs, we know how it works. We know Tommy Sotomayor has been trying to fuck women off his panel and Fatty's panel. We know Lapeef, I'm not speaking on Lapeef specifically, we ain't gonna go there. But on his panel, we know what was going on over there with people chasing cheeks and people doing all sorts of fuck shit. The relationships that happen in these spaces. You're not fooling anybody. So when you come on the internet, there's going to be, even Freezy was calling this shit out. Like, he's aware of this, man. Everybody's aware of this shit.
They think it's more of a personal level, and still it
is a personal level. You're not lying to folks. We've seen women fight over niggas before because of this YouTube shit. Like, oh my God, man. This is pathetic. Like, I know this went left, but Flora and Jay Prince got married off of this shit. They're having their issues or whatever. Jay Prince lost his channel. I don't know what's going on with them, but panel world, like, independent content creation, you have to have the most rules, the most protocols, the most guidelines to how you maneuver. And it has to be very transparent, very up forward and up front, not on the back end, not explaining things after they already happened. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Business.
Yeah. But I think what people may feel befuddled or confused by is at some point you put the business aside when rumors are brewing, when images are plastered all over social media.
Now you're talking about a year later.
Okay, so before a year later.
A year later. It happened a year later because it was building up. People always think they're going to get caught instantly. It's like when the feds are building a case. They're letting the evidence compile, and then they're coming for you. And that's exactly what happened with y'all. Y'all been flirting and doing a bunch of vile things for a long time, and now shit hit the fan.
Let me ask you this. Has there ever been a concern from your husband about your business relationship with Anton?
My business relationship, absolutely not.
Ever been a concern from your husband about your business relationship with Anton?
My business relationship, absolutely not.
He hasn't been concerned about your business relationship because you reframed that as well. He said your relationship, and then he said your business relationship. You reframed that and said, oh, he has no issues with the business relationship. But I'm like, okay, so I thought you said you only have a business relationship with him. What other type of relationship do you have with him? And if he's not concerned about anything that's going on and you're lying, I believe you're lying. if he's not concerned at all, he didn't know about the basketball game, but he's seen the picture after, you didn't get approval from him to be at the stop it, man. Stop it. This is some bullshit. I'm not having this. I'm not having this at all.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Lee with the $5 super chat. Lee says she's implying that she isn't married by only wearing an engagement ring and not a wedding band. Also, despite being married for years, projecting single. Damn. I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch that she only has the engagement ring and not the wedding band. She said she was married her entire adult life, but we only see the engagement ring and no wedding band. Wow, that was an astute assessment by Lee. I did not see that. And she's definitely projecting single. 100%. She hid the husband. She said that Anton does this for content. So he's doing the flirting and all this stuff for content. So you're trying to appear single and available for like, why would he do it for content? It's completely contrary to his message about being a faithful Christian man to his wife and being a representation of his talking points. So there's so much bullshit with them. Very convoluted.
Because one, he can watch it. Like, he can literally sit there and watch it.
Business relationship with Anton.
My business relationship, absolutely not.
Because
one, he can watch it. Like, he can literally sit there and watch it.
He can literally sit there and watch it as if you are live streaming 24/7 while with Anton. That's not the case. You're on a panel for a set amount of time, and then that's it. And especially when you're in person with him, you do the live show, and then the cameras cut. And then you're at hotels, and you're trying to do Corey Holcomb show, and you're in a hotel in California. How is he seeing all of that? It's all on air. He can see it. Why are you lying? Why are you lying?
And then two, if he has a concern or anything he wants to know, I just tell him.
Has he ever been incredulous? Like skeptical?
What?
Yeah, has he been?
No, if he is not incredulous, then he's 100% beta. There's no fucking way. There's not a single word that she's uttered that I haven't been incredulous by or to. Like, what are we talking about?
If you're flying out there, or depending on how long you stay, or just the mere fact that I never even met this person, has he just had that sort of incredulity, if you will, about not meeting your male business partner?
So I think he would like to be, more involved with coming out there. But again, and you know what my husband does for a living,
Sure.
So it's not feasible.
No, it's feasible because here's how I see it. If Anton has to get on an airplane and come and meet your husband out of respectability, then that's what a man does.
If
that's exactly what, see, and she lied too. She said her husband is a upper echelon worker. Like how did she frame it? She framed it as if he's like some sort of millionaire or he's like upper echelon. He keeps using upper echelon. If he was that, he would have caught a flight and met Anton as well. If he was that, then you wouldn't be dusting it up making $3,000 a month for Anton. Upper echelon. You come from country clubs and all this money and X, Y, and Z, but you're dusting it up making $3,000 a month with Anton? Well, that's on the high end. It could be a lot lower than that. But your husband's upper echelon, can't even meet the nigga. Like, stop the cap, man. There's too many lies here. There's too many lies.
If that
So it's feasible.
I was talking about feasible for if anytime I have to get up and go do something.
And this is the thing. It is purposeful. It is purposeful because it's not just that he hasn't met Anton. They haven't even spoke on the phone, haven't FaceTime, haven't even been in the back of a StreamYards, nothing. She live streams with this motherfucker all the time and he's on the show and they haven't done a talk in the back of a StreamYards. You know how many content creators talk in the back of a StreamYards after shows or before shows? The fuck are we doing out here?
It's not
I know that because your husband hasn't always been on the show when we were doing something, so I get that.
Correct. And
Yep.
so that's what I mean by it's not always feasible. But if it was to that point where he wanted to have, Anton do something, or if it was, well, I want to go,
Sure.
that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it's never I don't, how should I say it? I don't give I need to hide this, or it's just
hiding out in the open. That's what it is. Hiding out in the open.
I just really feel that because this is independent, that we are not looking at it as business because
what is independent?
Because this is
This is I'm very certain she tried to get this off on her husband because it's he probably questioned her to hell, like, what are you doing? Like, how are you taking flights out? Why are you meeting in person? Blah, blah, blah. This is personal. And then she's like, no, because it's independent, it's almost like a Disney or an X, Y, and Z. It's like, no, bitch. Like, who you lying to? Stop it.
This is your business here.
Sure.
I can talk to you directly instead of having to talk to 1,001 people to get to you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
With that, it's still a business, but I can talk directly to you. So I can talk directly to Anton. So being that I can talk.
I thought you had a manager. Wouldn't the manager be doing the communications with these things and setting these things up and telling you have an appointment at 4:30 and blah, 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 blah? He's 1 million subscribers. He doesn't have a manager at all, but you have this just dusty as fuck, man.
Talk directly to Anton. I think people get a sense of that, well, because you can do that, then now it's something more happening if you go meet with this person.
Yeah.
Versus looking at it still the same. Yeah, this is not a big corporation, but this is still business, and this is still a person that.
Do you understand the business that you're describing is speaking on a panel show? You're speaking on a panel show.
Is going to be employing me, contracting me, whatever. That still has to happen. If I was flying to Disney has to pay for my room and board. Yeah. Disney has.
Stop comparing yourself to Disney. If you're flying out to Disney, you have to be acting on a screen where you're coordinating with other actors. You're memorizing scripts. You're acting it on set. On set. It's far different than being on a fucking panel show on YouTube. This is so pathetic.
To do this, that, and the third. And so again, I think because it's a singular person that is easily accessible per se.
That's right. Yep.
Now it's a different notion where this must be for this instead of looking at it as business.
So let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Mm-hmm. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Whoops, my bad.
Flirted with me as a sense of what?
No.
Remember when Tasha K asked her the same question? She lied through her teeth and said no. She said no. Now when he asked this question, what are we getting?
A thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Mm-hmm. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or because I'm gonna explain.
Well, I don't want to get into wordsmithing.
No, there's no wordsmithing.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking.
Somebody asked you a question. Hey, has this person ever flirted with you? Why do we need all of this word salad?
Naturally, like we're sitting here, or because I'm gonna explain.
Well, I don't want to get into wordsmithing.
No, there's no wordsmithing.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking.
Because then I want to talk about some pictures too.
No, yeah, okay. I got you. But the reason why I'm asking is because there's two different things, right? So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Now, oh shit. Bullshit ass answer. He does things for content. So he, as a married man, is flirting with a married woman for content. Do you guys forget what y'all are representing, you fucking idiots? The conservative grift? Wholesome conservative traditional values, you dumb son of a bitch? Oh! Y'all forgot about that? I'm speaking to Anton and Micca now. So if Anton is doing this for content as a conservative, traditional, wholesome Christian man, what part of this would be for content? This flies in the opposite direction. This is completely contrary to his fucking message. So you didn't think this one through. This is why I was certain that her speech and all her answers were dedicated to her man. her man bought it up and she's still together. So she thought she can come to the public and say it to us like we're the same idiot simp that her man is. That's what I truly believe that. Because why would you say this? Why would you say this?
Okay.
So if you're saying personal bully, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms.
Oh, hell no. Now she's trying to make it seem like it's only virtual. We have you on camera in person flirting. In person flirting. We're going to have to pull up the camera. This is going to be this is going to be a very long live stream pulling up all the evidence. Because we have you in 4K flirting on camera. So if this is happening on camera, what's happening off camera while y'all in the same fucking hotel room? Stop it, man. Stop it. I hope her husband sees this video. I'm being blatant and just raw with the shit because I hope her husband sees this live stream. I hope he's not the idiot that he seems like he is right now because this is bad.
And things for the show, Anton has said multiple things. So that's why I asked, which one are you talking about?
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying.
Not people, what you considered as.
You see the weasel that she is naturally? Just naturally manipulating everything. Well, what people would say, like, be honest, be direct, be real one time in your life, ma'am. Well, I don't know your life. But be real for one time while we see you on camera because you haven't been once.
Few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying.
Not people, what you considered as a flirt.
I would say probably if he's like, oh, Micca, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem that I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's not actually talking to me. However, I will say what I probably should have paid more attention to is the fact that people take content as real life instead of just content.
Do you understand what space you're in? We take content for real life. You're not on a reality show, ma'am. This is YouTube. We're having conversations. You're having political conversations that affect people's fucking lives. You're having relationship conversations about the dynamics of relationships. And you think that you can just do some fugazi performative fuck shit? That's what you think this is?
Right, because I come from a world where I know entertainment is entertainment.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
This is not a movie. Entertainment is entertainment. There's different forms of entertainment. If you're speaking personally to folks on platforms about relationships and relationship dynamics, you have to keep it a stack. You got to be real. You can't be lying and selling an image and saying stuff just for the content. What are we doing here?
And people say this and that, with reality shows, all of that. It's just for entertainment. And they go, the cameras cut off, and they don't really hate each other. They talk to each other.
But has he said those things to you privately?
No, and that's why I asked you.
It's all been on the show?
Yes, that's why I asked you the difference.
You know what she's saying? She's saying the same dumb ass shit. Cheating is not entertaining on those type of platforms. She's saying the same type of shit that Adam 22 and Lena say. Oh, we're closed off camera, open on camera. That's what they say. They say they're in a faithful, committed relationship. It's just on camera, they're open. I'm like, you can't make a delineation. You can't make a distinction between the two. If your wife is getting fucked, the camera doesn't stop it from being real. So Adam 22 thinks, oh, Lena's fucking these dudes. It's just porn. It's entertainment. It's business. Does it stop the peen from going in the pussy? Does it stop her from getting jizz in her mouth? Like, I'm very confused. It doesn't stop any of these things from being actual realities. So entertainment, like, stop it, man. Stop it.
And that's why I wanted to make that distinction. Because if I just said, he said this word, you would probably think it's just because we're sitting here.
Did I just say jizz? Fucking first time in life. What the hell? Stick together, first of all.
Stick together.
Pause.
That's why I said no. He has done it for content while we're all, and mind you, he says it to not just me, other women on the panel.
And how did you feel when a married man said that to a married woman?
Again, at first, because you don't understand,
Who doesn't
content,
understand?
Meaning, well, I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
So again, being on YouTube, when you don't understand certain bounds of YouTube panels and things like that, people on panels say all types of egregious stuff or whatever to get reactions from the crowd.
How many times has Lucky said that there's niggas that were on the panel with her in all these panel worlds, they're in her DM trying to eat her ass? How many times have we heard that shit? The whole Daryl Luck, like, what are we talking about?
Right, and so you might personally take stuff a certain way when they were just doing it as a reaction to get people in the crowd.
And so how did you feel?
I didn't feel a certain way. I didn't say anything because I was a little off-putted. But once I understood what he was trying to do, I'm like, okay, well, you can't say this and that and the third. It's okay if you're like, okay, I have beautiful women on my panel. That is fine, right? Because people can acknowledge that people look nice and things like that. But it's when it becomes personalized that it looks funny to the audience.
How does his wife feel? Has his wife, Rita, ever expressed to you her disdain, or have you heard her discuss something with him about her disapproval of saying that to you on a show? Even because
go ahead.
Well, let me just say this just before you answer. I think there's a line you draw in the sand when I say something because it's content. So I'm producing content here, I'm doing a show, and if I say to you, knowing your husband, wow, you look so beautiful and you're so gorgeous, boy, I wish we could probably just go for a nice drink. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but he's never said that to me.
Yeah, but
that's totally different.
He may not have used my words.
Yeah, but he said that in other words. He's paraphrasing that the go out for a drink is the extra added, but everything else is, he pretty much said that. So it's very disrespectful knowing that she has a husband and you have a wife. You know what you're doing out here.
I'm just saying.
No, he's never done that, period. Like, oh, well, let's go for it.
But he's called you beautiful.
Yes.
And gorgeous.
Yes.
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 On the show.
Yes.
And to you, that's not a problem. Because it's happened more than once.
Correct.
And I'm not trying to make it a problem.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Let me answer your question. So, yes, he said beautiful, gorgeous, whatever. But there's not like, well, I want to take you to the whatever, or let's do this and this and that. It's just...
Well, he's taking you somewhere. Let's look at this picture. You guys were at a game when you said he wanted to take me somewhere. Now, I'll be honest. When I saw this picture, I was flabbergasted.
Why?
Because...
Wait.
Sure.
So go back to what you were saying, because...
Stop trying to control the framing of things, Micca. We can see that you're manipulating and lying again.
You can't intertwine the two. So you were asking...
Sure.
Was he expounding on...
flirt?
On the certain type of things that he says. And we were talking about him saying beautiful, whatever, but not expounding in that way.
Yes.
Now, what is your question that you're asking now?
Because I think I asked it, was it disrespectful? Did you feel that it was disrespectful? And I think you answered it by saying no, because you realize that it's content and people do these shows and they say things. And you also clarified it by saying outside of the show, that has never happened. Would that be correct, what I heard?
Right, but you use the hook at the end to say, well, he's taking you somewhere.
Well, I think you said something, and we can probably...
Do you see how she's trying to control the framing? He asked the question and then we got this whole word salad and now we're here. Answer the damn question. Stop trying to control the framing with your manipulative fuckery.
They wrote it back in post-production. You said something about when we go places or he takes me somewhere. And that's what made me say.
So what I said was he's not adding on to the beautiful or gorgeous, saying, dang, you're so gorgeous that I want to take you to the whatever so we can do this.
And I thought we clarified that because I said those are my words. That's what I said. And you did say he doesn't say that.
No.
Right. And I didn't want to put words in his mouth, but I wanted to be clear. So let's go to the picture.
Okay.
Tell us about this. How did this happen?
So this was the day that we did the interview. So the show did an interview, or just you and him? This was my interview day.
The first day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So this is my interview day because you can go and you can see the outfits, the same outfit, same everything. Now, what he is doing here is he had already a business meeting set up there. So
this makes it far worse that this was the first day. And the business meeting he had set up there was just her excuse to gaslight her man and give her validity for even being here, because she posted the picture. She's slick with the way she's trying to hide out in the open. Oh yeah, I post a picture. It's innocent, right? I posted it. I'm not hiding anything, right? There's a business meeting here. She got on top of it because she went there without getting the consent of her husband. She thinks she's smart and she's very dumb. It's the worst when somebody doesn't understand where their intelligence lies, or what intelligence level they're at, and then they come to the public thinking they can outsmart the public. It's like it's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Lee with the $2 super chat. Lee says this is what's causing Anton's daughter distress. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You think that she's more concerned about Corey Holcomb dusting it up on his show, talking shit about her when he has his own problems, opposed to the amount of cheating that her father is doing on her mother? She's probably way more distraught at the fucking this bullshit going on. Hold up, chat. I'm struggling myself now. I've been on live for too long.
there is.
That's what he told you,
no,
correct?
that's what happened.
No, I'm not saying that's what he told you as if that was a cake bake. He told you he had a business meeting and you were invited.
No.
Okay.
So again, back there, probably like on the first level there is an area where if you have, your high roller seats and things like that, you, I don't know what they call it there in Detroit, but here in DC, they call it maybe the Ultra Club and things like that, where all the people that have club seats, things like that, You have, of course, conference rooms, other things up there. And back there is where he had his meetings. He met a couple of high-profile people. They were talking about sponsorships. They were talking about interviews, a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. I still...
Lie! It's a total fabrication.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Ma'am, we're not going for that. You got that off on your husband. We're not going for that. You were courtside with Anton. You would not accept that from your husband. No married folk would accept that from their spouse. You're trying to hide behind business. Everything is business, business, business. This is why folks don't trust independent content creators to do these type of things and maneuver with other independent content creators, because there's folks like you that lie so fucking much. Lie so much. Do not carry themselves with any type of decency, class, or decorum. That's why you're doing these interviews in the first place, because the media shitstorm because of the way you're moving, the way you're maneuvering. You're labeled the side chick for good reasoning. Whoa! Shout out to everybody joining the club. Make sure y'all join the members as well.
I don't think you answered the question. What I'm trying to
You
get
asked, what was I doing there?
How did, because I said he had a business meeting and invited you, and you said no. So you didn't fall out the sky. They didn't open up the dome and you came down on a harness into the meeting. So what I'm saying is
hold on. Ask your actual question.
So this is what I'm saying. The interview is over. The one-on-one interview is over, correct?
Correct.
what does the conversation sound like to invite you to come here?
Okay.
Because I said you were invited and you said no.
Okay. So, no, that's not what I said. But
We're going to play it back.
Nevertheless, so again, he had business meetings there, and he said, well, I got a couple meetings at the game, and these people I think would be good for you to meet.
I'm sorry. I'm right in front of her right now, so you can't see her face and her body language. Hold up, chat. I'm sorry.
Because I said you were invited and you said no.
Okay. So, no, that's not what I said. But
we're going to play it back.
Nevertheless, so again, he had business meetings there, and he said, well, I got a couple meetings at the game, and these people I think will be good for you to meet. I said, sure.
And you were the only one from the team that went, or were there other people? I know you were the only interview.
I wasn't at a team then.
No, I'm saying the interview was his staff, his production. Like you have camera people, producers, etc. So the production is over. Did he not only apprise you that he was going and invited you, were there other production people?
Well,
because we all have gone out together after production.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, again, you have production people and everything, all that other good stuff. Anton does everything himself.
Yes.
And I do mean all of it.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Anton has a staff. He constantly brags about his staff. He constantly talks about he hires at least 80% of his staff is black women. Everything himself. Why are you lying to folks?
Unless sometimes, like if he has something else going on, there may be another person there because they maybe have to help him with something else. But if it's only like one thing that he's doing outside of his own videos,
sure,
it's only him.
So his wife wasn't there?
At this one, no.
Right, so you flew out for an interview.
Mm-hmm.
You went to his...
His wife wasn't there at that one, neither was she at this one. His wife is conveniently never at his business meetings. And this looks like such a business meeting. They're handling so much business here courtside.
Pistons' biggest lead.
Middle of the game. Not nothing. Yeah. Just lying through her damn teeth, man. Lying through her teeth. Did I take a timestamp before I jumped? Damn.
So again, he had business meetings there, and he said, well, I got a couple meetings. Well, out of his own videos,
sure,
it's only him.
So his wife wasn't there?
At this one, no.
Right, so you flew out for an interview.
Mm-hmm.
You went to his studio or place of production.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did an interview, and it's just you guys, correct?
So I flew to Detroit, got to the hotel, okay, got to the studio.
He booked a hotel for you, the location.
Correct.
Okay.
Got to the studio. His wife came past the studio. That's when I first met her.
Sure.
But she did not stay.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be too investigatory, but it gives foundation.
Mm-hmm.
How far is the hotel from the studio and from his home, if you knew that?
I've never been to his home. So
well, you don't have to go to a person's home.
You said from
to
his
know.
home, so
yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know that? Okay, fair enough. From the studio? Give or take 5, 10, 15 minutes or more?
I say maybe 10 or 15.
Okay, 10 or 15. So then he says...
It's all downtown.
It's all downtown. So he says, hey, I got this business meeting. I'm going to this game. Would you like to go with me?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you said yes because you weren't forced into going.
Not I got this game. I got this meeting.
I had this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I'm looking at this picture, are you all on the floor at a basketball game?
Correct, that's the floor.
Okay, at a basketball game.
Correct.
So you went to a basketball game. Did you watch the game?
No, this picture right here, we probably sat on this court maybe 10 minutes.
Oh,
we
I
were
see.
in the back.
So a meeting, and then y'all just went on the floor to take a picture.
No, we just went on the floor, and we sat there maybe 10 minutes, and then they had their,
sat there 10 minutes to watch a game for 10 minutes?
He wanted to see a little bit of the game. Sat there maybe about 10 minutes. The quarter ended, went right back to the back.
Stop the cap.
Okay, and was his wife invited with you guys to the business meeting?
I don't know if she was invited or not.
Was she
but
there?
If she was there, no.
She was not there.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You don't know if she was invited or not. She wasn't there, so clearly she wasn't invited. What kind of idiot? Yo, what the hell is going on?
In that moment, did you feel awkward?
No, because I was there for a meeting. So
But you had nothing to do with the meeting, right?
Let me finish.
Sure.
I was there for a meeting.
Like, the fact that he lets her cut him off and try to reframe all this bullshit, like, come on, man.
Right? So he's already having his business dealings, whatever he's going to do. You're in business. You're in this crowd.
Sure.
You absolutely understand that there are networking opportunities.
All right, Chad, I've had enough. I've hit my limit today. We're going to have to do part 2. We're definitely going to have to do part 2 because I have to pull up Confidence Creators video as well and get a lot of the receipts here because there's why I keep saying receipts?
Stick together.
Pause. A lot of evidence here that we got to get into. See, I'm making a concerted effort to remove that shit from our vocabulary. I don't even know how it even got there. But nonetheless, we have a lot to review. There's so much more here. And I do not have the patience to be lied to for another 42 minutes right now. I got to organize the other files, chat. Keisha's video where they're in the same fucking room in the same hotel. We're going to have to react to that. Confidence Creators video. The rest of this video, we're going to definitely have to do a part 2, chat. Make sure you hit that like button. Likes are rather dusty. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Join the members for extra content and members-only streams. Yeah, man, she's such a liar, man. I'm going to play like 2 minutes, let her finish this topic, and then we're wrapping this up. We'll do a part 2 because this is filthy work.
I know so-and-so, and I bring you with me,
Sure.
and so-and-so sees you.
Correct.
Oh, you can make networking opportunities. And you also know that it does not happen in a vacuum. It does not happen in offices.
So what networking opportunities have you got from that basketball game? What sponsors have you picked up?
It does not happen. You can be at the golfing, you can be at the NBA games, all types of things. So again, kind of like just like the thing we were talking about with it just being the fact that it's just that person that is the business entity. I also think that when people don't know business or people have never experienced what it's like to network, especially with people that are upper echelon, they don't understand that these things don't happen in just offices. These things don't happen in a particular place. So there are a lot of high rollers and business people. Like there were people there that were part of the NBA.
Sure.
The guy that owns the actual arena.
Yeah. Yeah.
All there. Yeah. All the mayor, like all there.
Oh, the people there, they're part of the NBA. They're at a basketball game, ma'am. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The former mayor.
The former mayor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the difference, and you know this because we work together.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to how critical it is for the male that you're working with, particularly when it's sort of independent and we are being seen and these sort of pictures come about. It's important to meet and know your husband. And I'm not saying he isn't a man of character because I don't know Anton. And I'm not here to vilify him. I'm just going based off how things look and what the concerns have been in the public.
I can understand, but that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind talking about it because there's nothing nefarious that I ever had going on.
You don't mind talking about it because you think you can gaslight the audience and you think that we're as stupid as your husband is. Well, I don't mean to disrespect him, but if he's buying this shit, then it is what it is. He's an absolute simp if he's buying this. He's an absolute idiot if he's buying this. And I believe that he has no control in the relationship and she wears the pants and she's just doing what she wants to do and he has no choice. Because that's what it appears to be. No disrespect to dude, but that's just what it appears to be. Now, make sure y'all hype the video as well. Don't just like the video, hype the video.
And again, I never do anything unless my husband knows.
Oh, I have to finish this part before I wrap up the video. Her husband didn't know about this, and this is an important part.
So your husband knew that you were going to this business meeting?
My husband knew that I was where I was?
No, that's let's be very clear with language. So I want to be clear with my question.
Okay.
Did your husband know that after the show, the interview was over, you were going to a basketball, not a basketball, you were going to a meeting at an arena where a basketball game was?
I don't remember if I told him before or after, but I did tell my husband.
You don't remember if it was before or after, but you told your husband. Convenient amnesia, huh? You think we're buying that? You told Tasha K something different. You reframed the thing to Tasha K. You said, did my husband know about the picture? You reframed it instead of saying, did he know about the event or know that you were going to be at a basketball game prior? You said he knew about the picture. Everybody knew about the picture. You posted it. So saying he knew about it, was he cool with it? Did he okay it? Did he know you were going to be at a basketball game courtside with Anton Daniels?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you told, but
of course.
When you say you don't remember
Meaning
before
like,
or after,
meaning like,
is it fair to say you told him after?
No, it's not fair.
It is fair. It's 100% fair to say, because if you knew, I mean, if you remembered, you would absolutely know. And if you moved principled, if you moved with principles, you would 100% inform your husband prior to any of these engagements, and you would make sure that he's okay and comfortable with it, and you'd be moving like a wife. But no, it's up in the air. You don't remember because you're not moving with any principles or standards.
How do you not remember that?
Because I don't remember everything about that day.
You don't remember everything about that day because you were not making it your priority to think about your husband and the dynamic of your relationship and to be respectful to your relationship because you were just doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do, huh?
No, but you're a married woman who goes, and I want to be fair to you, but I want us
because to me, everything that I'm doing is business. So again,
but a married woman doesn't forget if she told her husband she went somewhere before or after.
No, you're trying to pinpoint a time frame, and I'm telling you, I don't remember my time frame.
Not a time frame.
I tell my husband everything. So yes, I did, and I posted this. This is my picture.
Yeah.
She posted this. This is her picture.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something. We don't care.
She really thinks that means something. This hiding in the open shit is just ridiculous.
So again, if I was trying to hide it, if I didn't want my husband to know it, I would have never posted it.
So you think posting it makes you innocuous?
No, I'm telling you that I don't hide anything. I have nothing to hide. And so if I wanted to hide something from my spouse, I would have never posted it.
Let's look at the next picture. I thought the next picture.
If you were, this is just such bullshit. You lied about it. You reframed the whole evening. You said it was a business meeting. You took the picture. You told him after the fact. If you were keeping it a stack and you said, yeah, you were going to this basketball game courtside with Anton to watch the basketball game, and you told him prior he's not gonna okay that. And if he does okay that, then we know everything we need to know about him.
Beta. Picture was really, really interesting. And in this next
But
picture.
wait, why are you leaving that one? Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving that one?
What is there more you want to expound?
No, but
okay.
it's something that you want to expound on because
you said why I'm leaving that picture to go to the next one? Mm-hmm. Because I felt like you gave clarity. What I heard.
You see that? That was a temperature check. Why are you moving on? She's trying to make sure that the gaslighting was effective, that the fabrications worked, that he bought the bullshit and he's no longer gonna question her. She wants to make sure that her bullshit was effective. She wants to make sure that when this airs, that people feel comfortable with those answers. He's your friend. He's doing a safe a safe interview with you. We ain't cool with you like that. We don't know you. We're being honest to our audience. We're not buying that.
Say was, it wasn't a basketball game I was invited to.
Correct.
I was invited to a business meeting.
Correct.
I heard you say I went for an interview, and after the interview, I was asked and I accepted the offer.
Okay.
I heard you say that I apprised my husband, or you told your husband this is where you were going. You couldn't remember if it was before or after, but either way, your husband knew. And the final thing you said was you posted the picture.
Correct.
I have nothing further. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Next picture. I was flabbergasted by this picture.
Okay.
Man, now she's going to gaslight about this picture. Y'all going to see this picture and this gaslighting in part 2 because we ain't doing this, man. The lies they're just It's ridiculous, man. I've reached my capacity. I don't think I've ever done a reaction where I've witnessed somebody lie through 2 interviews. Everything she's saying is just recreating the truth, just manipulating this is so bad. This is so bad. Chat, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We out for real this time. Yeah.